I am Tejal, a second year undergraduate from the Department of Design. Okay, so let's not keep the excitement waiting any longer. Let us commence by presenting the Kulgeet of IIT Roorkee, a song of great importance to our institution. Penned by Sri Sumit Ranganandan Pant, this anthem uplifts the spirit of our events, be they official, cultural, or sports related. I would request everyone to stand up for the Kulgeet.
जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान हिमगिरि शृंगो से अभिनंदित गंगा जल करते कलेगान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान शिक्षा आदर्शों में उन्नत जीवन शिल्पी भूरचनारत शिक्षा आदर्शों में उन्नत जीवन शिल्पी भूरचनारत श्रमं विना न किमपि साध्यं रत यंत्रकला कौशलभियान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जन जीवन प्रासाद उठाकर सेतु बांध भूखंड जुड़ाकर जन जीवन प्रासाद उठाकर सेतु बांध भूखंड जुड़ाकर अंतरिक्ष में यान उड़ाकर नवयुग को देता आह्वान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान सर्वजन हित जीवन नित अर्पित धरा स्वर्ग शोभा कर निर्मित सर्वजन हित जीवन नित अर्पित धरा स्वर्ग शोभा कर निर्मित वैज्ञानिक युग पट में मूर्तित भूपर लाता स्वर्ण विहान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान नई प्रेरणा से दीपित मन नव स्वप्नों से हर्षित लोचन नई प्रेरणा से दीपित मन नव स्वप्नों से हर्षित लोचन नए सत्य की उर में धड़कन दे राष्ट्र जीवन कल्याण जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान हिमगिरि शृंगो से अभिनंदित गंगा जल करते कल्याण जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान जयति जयति वेदा संस्थान.
Thank you, everyone. You may take your seats now. To begin today's event on an inspiring note, it is my privilege to invite our respected Dean of Students' Welfare, Professor Barjeev Tyagi, to deliver the welcome address.
So, respected Professor K.K. Pant, Director IIT Roorkee, Professor Parveen Kumar, Deputy Director IIT Roorkee, Dr. Jaina is our expert, you will see soon. Parents, those who are online joining, and the dear students, very good morning. I think it's your first day in IIT Roorkee, and I hope you were comfortable in your night yesterday. And first of all, on behalf of IIT Roorkee and myself, I welcome you all in to join the legacy of 179-year-old IIT Roorkee. So from this day onward, you will be the part of IIT Roorkee to just achieve your all the goals and give a very, very good name to the IIT Roorkee. Like in Kulgeet, we have the two motifs you have just heard. The first is the Shraman Binana Kimapi Sadhyam. Now you are here. So take the motive of the IIT Roorkee. Work is worship, work hard, achieve your goals. For what? The ध्येय राष्ट्र जीवन कल्याण. आपका ध्येय, the progress of the country, progress of the human being. So you are supposed to not to be the scientists, engineers, and the great person, but above all, you have to be a very good human being, which will help each and everyone. So about this, I will present in the later part. Now, I invite Professor K.K. Pant just to address the newly entrant students and the head of the institution. Now I invite for his kind words, please.
Namaskar. Very good morning to all of you. And you are the future leaders and how to get it right successful within 4 years or 5 years of your stay here at IIT Roorkee with much more energy, much more achieving the goals for the success and doing something for the nation. So with these words, I welcome you all. Professor Barjeev Tyagi, who is the Dean of Student Welfare, Professor Praveen Kumar, Deputy Director of the Institute, all the other teams, Associate Deans, all the parents who have joined it through online mode, and most important is I will say that the young, energetic future builders of the nation and as well as contributing towards the globe, which is very, very important. So how education makes you a successful citizen and how it can be utilized effectively for the nation and for the welfare of the globe, as Professor Barjeev has also said, this IIT Roorkee has its own legacy. In 1847, the institute was built just to understand that how the civil engineering, right, or civil engineers can help to bring the Ganges River from Haridwar to this place. And a very beautiful and what I will say beautiful architect design, which is still existing, a kind of aqueduct, unique, right? You have to see that also. It would be a good place to learn the civil engineering of IIT Roorkee. And since 1847, continuously, it has been progressive. And you know that earlier only the traditional branches of science and engineering were considered, but nowadays there is no more in total a branch of science and engineering, what we call it now, STEM, all of you must have heard. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And in between there is a E also, sometimes we call it STEAM also. So engineering, arts and design also, that is where you have. So this has become an amalgamation of science and engineering together and developing the product. So you have to start from day one. You have not to give a thought that after third year or final year, I will do this. You have to start because this is the meaning of orientation. Your dreams should come true. You have qualified through advanced JE, and this is much more proud because you know that the value of your exam, how have you done it, how have you achieved it. So feel proud. And you are the proud IITians now. So always enjoy your success and remember that When you talk about a relationship between failure and success, both are not opposite. Failure is a path towards the success. You learn many things once you get one-time failure. Don't repeat that mistake again and again. This is what we always tell. We have lot of opportunities, and you will see over the years here. And as you move from here, because this is your second home, remember. First home is with your parents, where you have spent your precious part of the life, and another precious part or another precious journey of your life, which is not the destination, remember. This is again a start of the career life. And this is your second home. And during these 4 or 5 years, the kind of friendship you develop, the kind of knowledge you develop, the kind of experience you develop, and kind of exposure you develop through your knowledge, through the interaction with the faculty members, seniors, right? You learn a lot of things. And out of this number, which is 1,358 this year in the campus, after 10 years or 20 years, some of you will be going to be unicorns, remember. We have to see that kind of success through our young brigades. You have to be positive throughout. Remember, the CGPA matters only to some limit. Job package in the beginning matters only to some years. But what you achieve with satisfaction of the life and transforming your knowledge to the society is much more important above than the package. So remember, no branch of science or engineering is nowadays, as an individual, has any power. You have to connect your new knowledge like artificial intelligence, quantum science and technology, digital twin. All these will become a part of your education. In every course, you have to use these tools. And always don't hesitate to ask questions, remember. Always feel that why or why not, a kind of discussion with your teacher, with your seniors, or with among your groups. So this is what we want, that in the tinkering lab, I would like to see more and more students participate there, work as a team, and we support these kind of ideas to innovation and innovation to investment. I would like to see a lot of startups from you guys or gals. This is where the science and technology role has become very, very important, that more and more startups should be there. We have incubation centers here. We have several companies who are investing in the IIT system. More than 350 startups are already going on. More than 40 technologies we have already transferred. And this is what I am expecting from the new generation. There are more technologies for serving the nation and for benefiting the society at large is very, very important. Remember, I want that how your knowledge is helpful to the society. That is more important. If your knowledge is able to make the society happy, right, it means job is done. And this is where I think we have to dream big, and how that dream can be made true, right, is very, very important. So dreaming big is one thing, but execution of that dream is very, very important. And for that, teamwork would be very, very important. You have to discuss among the team. Don't work in isolation. We have all the facilities in the campus available. As you move out through the orientation time, you will see wonderful sports ground, very wonderful building where the student activity center, late night also the students are working there. They are developing, they are building their whatever the thought process in their minds, and they work on those. We have very good tinkering lab. All the interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary, that is major program as well as minor programs, are in the campus. So if you are in doing degree or be major program in one stream, you can work for the second stream by doing additional courses. And we have several, as per the new education policy, the multiple entry and exit doors also. If you want to go to some industry or for some startup activity in between your program, you can go for a semester or a year and then come back and again do rest of the courses. So that kind of flexibility is available now in the academic curriculum. I want that a kind of exposure, overall what we say holistic development, that is important. Don't just work in isolation. Don't stay inside the hostel rooms. come out, because more and more you interact with the people, more and more you interact with the society, more and more you interact with the entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurship and skill development program is very, very important, and you have to participate in those activities also. So friends, this is the beginning for your career, but remember that a continuous, right, working hard work always pays. Remember, this is where this Kulgit, since 1970, remember that 1970 this was written, and we have implemented it. And every word, as Professor Barji was talking, hard work always pays. If you do hard work, you will achieve the success. And this is meaning of Shramam Binana Kimapi Sadhyam. So this is where you have to understand. And Sajan Hit Jivan Nit Arpit. Your life, your whatever you do, right, that is for the society at large. So whether it is related to food problem, agriculture problem, energy related problem, or water related problem. So you have to work for that. Climate change, sustainability, indigenous technology, that is very, very important. We have to develop the technology within the country. We have to find out the alternative sources of energy. We have to find out how drones based, right, or unmanned aerial vehicles, these kind of systems can be designed for our army. How can we work for the DRDO, ISRO? We have a Center for Space Science and Technology. We have DRDO Center also, and you have the freedom to work on those kind of areas. This is very, very important, that how do you implement your knowledge and how do you execute to achieve your success. So friends, I wish you all the best. We are always here at your service. Whenever you want to interact with me or any of our team, you are free to interact. Right? Always feel happy. That's again important, because the life is full of happiness. Feel that. And you always say that I am the great. This is very, very important. So your inner instinct should always say that you have achieved a great thing. You are the best, right? And you can do it, right? Sometimes you may not achieve that, but once you work hard, you discuss with the people, right? You will achieve that. This is what you have to make in your mind, that I can do anything, right? And that kind of freedom we provide you to achieve the success in your career. So to all the parents, those who are listening to this, right, through online, always encourage your child, because it is very, very important. It is, you don't tell them that what would be the package after 4 years. I tell you that all branches of science and engineering have the importance now in the product development. One branch cannot develop the product. So this is very, very important. Encourage your child, and what he or she wants to do in his life, right? Engineering is just an entrance, but whatever you feel in your career, you can do once you have the graduation degree. So we will have a lot of discussions, lot of interactions, right, during these forthcoming years. And once again, I welcome you all to this, right, the Devbhoomi Uttarakhand, we call it, IIT Roorkee campus, which is very, very popular across the globe, right, based on, because civil engineering had been its architecture and design, lot of new things we do in terms of water resources, right? So this is where the IIT Roorkee is connected with the society. And you have to feel proud of that. So thank you very much. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such encouraging words of wisdom with us today. They truly set an inspiring tone for the journey ahead. We now come to a significant moment as we officially launch the integrated digital service platform for the Wellness Center, designed to make wellness services more accessible and streamlined for our campus community. Alongside this, we are also pleased to formally unveil the Institute Mental Health Policy, reaffirming our commitment to building a supportive and inclusive campus environment.
May I please invite the director, sir, for the website launch?
Alongside this, we are also pleased to formally unveil the Institute Mental Health Policy, reaffirming our commitment to building a supportive and inclusive campus environment. Thank you so much, everyone.
It is now our privilege to invite our eminent academician and an inspiring leader whose vision and guidance continue to strengthen the legacy of IIT Roorkee. Our Honorable Deputy Director, Professor Praveen Kumar, is distinguished faculty member in the Department of Civil Engineering and brings over 3 decades of excellence in teaching, research, and academic leadership. His remarkable contributions have earned him several prestigious honors, including the Distinguished Alumni Award and the Lifetime Teaching Achievement Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving him a warm welcome to Professor Praveen Kumar as we request him to address the gathering.
Our visionary director, Professor K.K. Pant, uh, our deans, our guest, Mr. Jaina, most important, our students, and even more important, their parents who are here or who are listening through online mode. I welcome you all in the state of Uttarakhand, where Ganga was originated. I welcome you all in this state where Bhagirath brought Ma Ganga. I welcome you all in the district of Haridwar, where every year crores of people come to have the holy dip. As Ganga was originated in Uttarakhand, engineering education also opened its eyes in this place, at this place, Roorkee. As was told that engineering started in 1847 at Roorkee College of Civil Engineering at Roorkee. After 7 years, it was converted to Thomson College of Civil Engineering. And after about 100 years, it was converted to University of Roorkee in 1951. When the first IIT in the country was taking place, we were celebrating our 100 years at that time. And any institute is known by the alumni of that institute. You may be reading in the newspapers that just 2 days back, or rather yesterday only, the new Secretary of Education in Government of India is Mr. Naresh Pal Gangwar. I hope some of you have read in the newspapers or in the news lines. Mr. Naresh Pal Gangwar, who is the new Education Secretary in Government of India, is our alumnus of 1990. Chairman, yeah, he has done in electronics branch in 1990. Again, one person, Mr. Santosh Yadav, who is chairman of NHAI, making the maximum road network in the country, Mr. Santosh Yadav is our alumnus of 1991 civil engineering. We have a long list of our alumni, like the first chairman of AICT, Professor S.K. Khanna, was our alumni. Then Mr. Sushil Chandra, who was Chief Election Officer, is from here, civil engineering. Mr. Mango Singh, who was the chairman MD of Delhi Metro, he is from here. So I have a very long list. I am not here to name everybody. And our students are doing wonders. One of our students topped UPSC civil engineering exam 3 years back, Mr. Kaushik Karthike. He was from here. And you will find in different railway boards, continuously all the chairmen of railway boards were from IIT Roorkee alumni list. So you have come to Roorkee, that place which is the first college of the country, first engineering college of the country, of the Asia, and probably second of the world. So you should smile after coming here. Just like when we go to Lucknow or at some places, it is written near the railway station, आप लखनऊ में हैं, मुस्कुराइए. So same way you are in Roorkee, the first engineering college of the country. You should all have the smile on your faces, and this smile should continue for the next 4 years. If you are having any trouble, any problem, our deans are very efficient and pro-student. They are working very well, and you are welcome to my office also. My office is also not far from you. So many things you will find here. I want to tell you two small stories to tell what I am trying to tell. First is that one boy came to IIT Roorkee just like you. He came to IIT Roorkee to do BTech here. While coming, he gave 2 plants, small plants, to his grandmother and said, Grandma, these are 2 plants. You take care of them just like me. Whatever you are doing for me, do for these plants also. और जब भी तुम्हें मेरी याद आए इन प्लांट्स को देखना. It is little emotional. So grandma said, okay, I will do. Though now these days you are talking to your parents through mobile daily, maybe in the morning and the evening also. This is not the time of ours when we were going to the hostel and sending the postcard, and that was reaching after 1 week. After 1 week, you were knowing that they were knowing that the boy has reached the place. But now you can talk daily. But even then, as a symbolic gesture, that boy gave the 2 plants to his grandmother. और उनको कहा कि दादी इनको देखती रहना, जब तुम्हें मेरी याद आए इन पेड़ों को देखना. Grandma said, okay. Then he came back to his village after 1 year. When he reached the home, he asked the grandma that, where are my plants? Are they growing? He said, yes, they are growing, but I have put 1 plant in the drawing room and 1 plant in the garden. The growth was different for both plants. Can you tell me which plant could have grown more? The one which was in the drawing room or the one which was in the garden? All of you agree in the garden? Anybody who says in the drawing room? Yeah. So you all are correct. It was the plant which was in garden flourished more. Why? If you are saying the garden, answer is correct. But why? Because the plant which was in the drawing room, it was having calculated amount of air, calculated amount of sunlight, and calculated amount of the other nutrients. But the plant which was in the garden, it faced heavy rainfall, it faced blowing of the heavy air. Everything was there which was against that, because it was not in its comfort zone. उस प्लांट ने संघर्ष किया और ज्यादा बड़ा हुआ. Why I'm telling you this story? You all are here. Till now, you were with your parents, just like in your drawing room. सुबह होती थी, आपको नाश्ता मिल जाता था. लंच का टाइम हुआ, मम्मी खाना लेके आ जाती थी, बेटा खाना खाओ. अब चाय का समय हो गया, अब पढ़ते पढ़ते बहुत थक गए हो, चलो आधा घंटे आराम कर लो. देयर वॉज समवन हु वाज लुकिंग फॉर यू. बट नाउ यू आर इन गार्डन. नाउ यू आर इन गार्डन, यू विल बी फेसिंग एवरीथिंग. यू हैव टू टेक योर ओन डिसीजन. अगर छूट गया तो मैच छूट जाएगी, लेट हो गए तो मैच छूट जाएगी, सोते रह गए तो क्लास छूट जाएगी. You have to take the decision. So now you have to become the plant which was in the garden. Then only when you are not in your comfort zone, then you will flourish more. Otherwise, all the time you will be missing your parents. वही दिन याद आएंगे, मम्मी आके बोलेंगे बेटा खाना खा ले, खाना नहीं खाया, खाना नहीं खाया. Nobody will say now. So you have to take your own decision and do the hard work. Second story I want to tell you, like there was a bird which was coming from her nest to bring food for the kids. Food means some insects. She was flying to bring the insect for the kids, children. On the way, she found one person. That person asked the bird, चिड़िया कहाँ जा रही हो? Bird said, I am going to fetch up some food for my kids, some insects. That man said that, okay, if I give you some insects, and in return, if you give me one feather, यदि मैं तुम्हें बहुत सारे कीड़े दे दूं खाने के, उसके बदले में क्या तुम मुझे अपना एक पंख दोगी? Bird said, why not? The bird gave the feather to that man, and in return, he gave her some insects. He came back to the nest, and she was very happy. आज बिना काम किए ही सारा काम हो गया, मुझे उड़ना नहीं पड़ा जगह जगह. Next day, she again came. The same person again met her, and she got some insects, and she gave one feather. ये सिलसिला कुछ दिन चलता रहा. But one day, when she was going, the man said, now you have the last feather with you. तुम्हारे पास आखिरी पंख है, ये तुम मुझे दे दोगी, उसके बाद मैं तुम्हें कीड़े नहीं दूंगा. क्योंकि मुझे क्या फायदा है? What is my advantage? If you are not having the feathers, you cannot give anything to me. Why will I give you insects? Then the bird realized what mistake she has done. She cannot fly now. She cannot fly. And she went back to the nest, but she could not come back to find the food. The bird died, her kids died, because she could not realize the fact. तो जिंदगी में जो हमारा मोटो है, श्रमम बिना न किमपि साध्यम, श्रम के बिना अर्थात काम के बिना जीवन में कोई सफलता नहीं मिल सकती. श्रमम बिना न किमपि साध्यम जब बनाया गया होगा तो शायद ये सारी बातें सोची गई होंगी, इसीलिए इसको बनाया. तो यू हैव टू कम आउट फ्रॉम योर कंफर्ट जोन, डू हार्ड वर्क, compete with your friends, but don't fight with them. You have to have the friendly competition. That you have to do. And here I want to praise your parents who have done everything for you. कुछ शायद बैठे भी हैं parents. Others are listening through online mode. So I want all of you to give a good round of applause to your parents who have done everything for you. So thank you. एक बात मैं और बोलूंगा. We are trying our best, but you also have to come up to maintain the glory of this institute, to maintain the legacy of this institute. We all have to do. And if we are together, we can do the wonders. Like somebody has said, कुछ हम बढ़े, कुछ तुम बढ़ो. कुछ हम बढ़े, कुछ तुम बढ़ो, और बढ़े ये कारवां. कुछ हम बढ़े, कुछ तुम बढ़ो, और बढ़े ये कारवां. ये धरती तो धरती, हम जीत लेंगे आसमां, हम जीत लेंगे आसमां. थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words.
Before we go ahead, I would like to pause for a moment of great importance. A collective promise to stay away from substance use and to build a campus that is safe, healthy, and supportive for everyone. We request all students to stand up and take the pledge against substance use together. I would like to invite our General Secretary, Mohammed Faiz, to lead us in taking this pledge.
Please raise your right arm for the pledge and repeat after me. We realize that drug abuse is increasing in our country, especially among the youth, and this is a matter of concern. We pledge that we will cooperate in stopping the drug abuse. We promise that we will not consume any harmful or illegal drugs in any way for any purpose. We will create awareness about the ill effects of drug abuse by encouraging every person, especially the youth, so that the youth of India can live drug free and they can become creative and important members of the society. Today we pledge that we will stay away from drugs and live a healthy life.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Let this pledge stay with you throughout your time here.
IIT Roorkee is dedicated to ensuring the well-being and holistic development of its students. The Students' Welfare Office plays a pivotal role in supporting students' academic, social, and personal needs. We now take this opportunity to acknowledge Professor Barjeev Tyagi, Dean of Student Welfare, and a 1987 batch BE Electrical Engineering alumnus for our institute, whose guidance and leadership continue to support and strengthen student welfare initiatives. Sir, please come to sir.
So, once again, I welcome you all. And I hope now you will become comfortable and easy to the environment. Now, first of all, I will just want to tell you, you know the name of the place where you are sitting? We call it the Convocation Hall. So normally students first gather here on the very first day of their journey in IIT Roorkee. Like you all are sitting here on your first day. And you will also sit here on your, when you will be leaving IIT Roorkee with a degree. Because that convocation will take place here, and at the same place you will receive your degree on the same platform. So from this point onward, I say the 1,358 alumni are increased in the history of the IIT Roorkee. Like they said, I was also one of them. I started my journey in IIT Roorkee in 1983 and is still here. And very soon you will in the last day of your orientation program, you will interact with the pride alumnus of this institute. And throughout the year, you keep meeting with them. And because this is your first day, later, those who have passed out, you will be very well connected to all of them. So when you are basically exiting from the IIT Roorkee, you are not the only one. You will be the part of a very, very big family, which is joined in the IIT Roorkee at some time. So we all will become the one. And this is your starting, I can say, all over the globe, when you will find, oh, you are from Roorkee. So you will have a supportive hand with you. So throughout your journey in the IIT Roorkee, you will learn about that. Like normally I said, your primary goal here is for what you have taken your admission in any particular branch, any, so that degree at the end you have to achieve, and you have your primary goal is to obtain that degree with your full efficiency and with a very well good grade, so get the good job, become the good human being. Throughout this journey, very, very important thing is your well-being, your stay in the campus, all the supportive environment. That all supportive environment is basically provided by the DSW office, like where you are staying, what you are eating, how you are developing your extracurricular, how you are developing your healthcare, your mental well-being. So for all these things, you are connected with the DSW office. So if you will see the structure of this office is, we have the three streams which are very well connected to the students, except the academic. Our Dean Academic is here. So tomorrow you will interact with the Dean Academic, who will tell you about all about the academic. Today I will not discuss any academic here. I will only discuss with the supportive environment for that. So these major three wing is your bhavan and mess, extracurricular, and the well-being. You just have seen the website launch and one mental health policy. That is basically connected to the third, which is shown here, the student wellness. The first is the bhavan and the mess. I will just introduce all my team members here. Myself, Barjeev Tyagi. I'm Dean of Student Welfare, looking all the aspect here. My colleague here is Professor P.K. Jha. He is Associate Dean of Student Wellness. He will just interact with you. Everybody will interact. My colleague Ajanta Goswami is Dean Student Activities and take care of your all extracurricular things, included your sports, your cultural, your say the NCC services, all kind of the activities is looking after Professor Goswami is looking all that. And the third is the wellness. Professor P. Vinod is here, and he will look about all the wellness of the students. Now we say not only the students, they will see the wellness of the whole campus, including myself, faculty, students, teaching, non-teaching, everybody included here. And his team will supported by the counselors, the complete hospital team, that all is here. Goswami and Professor Vinod, they are here. So now I will invite Professor P.K. Jha to start with your Bhavan and Mess. So he will basically give you the idea how you have to stay here in the campus and what the facilities are given to all the students. So before I will invite Sajjad, a few points I just want to remind you. Just now you have taken a pledge about the drug abuse. And simultaneously you will fill one undertaking I think you had given in the hostels also, everyone. So be careful because now onward, like our DD sir said, your first home was with your parents, the second home, you are in your second home, in which you have to monitor yourself. I will not say only to monitor yourself, you will monitor to your friends also. I know you all are a very good students, having the good rank in the JE, completed JE, very good health. But this point onward, you are in a transforming phase. Because that age in which the undergrad will join the professional college and he will come out. Even your parents will see after the 4 year, you will be entirely a different person. Because this point onward, you have to start taking your decisions. And once a person will start taking the decision, it will become very, very important that what the decisions you are taking. Although your parents, faculty, everybody is here to support you. So if you at any stage, any point you think my decision may be wrong, so it is my advice to all the students, you please consult your parents, consult ourselves, consult your friends. If I will take this decision, will be good for me or not good for me. Wherever you are confident, move ahead. Like we said, the whole support of the IT is with you to achieve your goal. So with this word, I wish all the success of each and every member sitting here. They will get their best in the life and take care of not only of yourself, of your family, but you have to take care of the country, the humanities and everything. So everybody should be happy with you. So with this note, I again welcome you all and request Professor Jha to please continue to give you the idea about your Bhavan and the message. Thank you very much.
Professor Praveen Kumar, Honorable Deputy Director, IIT Roorkee, Professor Barjeev Tyagi, Dean of Student Welfare, Professor Binod, Associate Dean of Student Welfare, Student Wellness, Professor Ajanta Goswami, Associate Dean of Student Welfare, Student Activities, Professor Falguni, Associate Dean Academics, Dr. Jaina, Dr. Malik, our esteemed guest here, our esteemed counselors of Wellness Center, all wellness team who have organized this, and above all, our dear students and their proud parents. You are welcome to this historical institute of international importance, as has been told by our Honorable Director, Professor Praveen Kumar, about this institute. So from my side and on behalf of Dean of Student Welfare, we all are so happy to welcome you to this campus. And we wish that the expectations with which you have come here, they will all be complete. You will be a flag bearer, having a good name for you as well as your family, state, country, and in the globe, you will have a good name. So I'm here to make you aware of the system, I mean DOS-W system, in that one part is Bhavan and Mess. And my name is Pradeep Kumar Jha, professor in Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department. So as Professor Tyagi has already told that the DOS-W structure is you have Dean of Student Welfare, then you have 3 associate deans. And the part which I am looking is Bhavan Mess, and also it is about the discipline cases that we will discuss in course of time. Coming to the Bhavan and Mess part, as you see, the Bhavan means we have the hostels, which is called as Bhavan in this campus. And in every Bhavan, every Bhavan is having its mess where you take the food. Bhavan is comprised of the room where you are taking rest and the canteens which you have so you have 2 canteens here in every Bhavan, day canteen and night canteen. So all 24 hours you will be having the services of the you will be having its services. Apart from the mess, which is certainly giving you the breakfast, lunch and dinner. As far as the team of persons are concerned, so in the Bhavan, in every Bhavan there is one chief warden who is the chief of that Bhavan. Chief warden has the support of warden, which is normally the mess warden who looks after the affairs of mess. And there is a wellness warden who will be there to look after the well-being of the students of that particular Bhavan. And certainly they are representative from wellness section. So Associate Dean of Student Welfare will talk more about that part. We have the assistant wardens who are normally the PhD students, and they are the support system for the chief warden and wardens, and they will be available all the time to support you, to help you what you need. In Bhavan, there are staffs. They are normally Bhavan supervisor is there, who is normally can be approached or attending any kind of services which you need, cleanliness or any kind of complaint, because the Bhavan supervisor will have the support of, or will have the help, we can take the help of various staffs from cleaning and all that. When you go to the mess, so in the mess, normally you have a mess manager, and he will be assisting the mess council students. We will be taking the inputs from the mess council members who are the students to decide about the menu and day-to-day affairs, what the students want in the mess. I think we will discuss later. So as I told, it is so Associate Dean of Student Welfare, Bhavan and Mess. So mess is basically controlled by the committee of, so that is coordination committee of Bhavan's, CCB. So CCB is the one where every student will be going, their fee will be depositing towards having the mess facility. And Associate Dean of Student Bhavan and Mess is the chairman also of CCB. As I told you, Chief Warden will be the chief of the Bhavan Council. He is supported by assistant wardens who are PhD students and Bhavan supervisors. You come to mess. Warden is the head of the mess aspect, certainly. And in that, mess manager and storekeeper, they are the integral part. They are staffs, so they will be doing their duties so that you get the food in time, of the quality, all that. So as you know, we have in the Roorkee campus, we have 11 boys hostels and 4 girls hostels. We have also married hostels for catering to the need for accommodation of married students, mostly at the PG and PhD level. And we have 13 messes. So because in one hostel we have combined boys as well as girls, reside. So they have a combined mess. So we have 13 messes, and so and you see that the workers in mess and the workers in the bhavan are there. So that basically, the purpose to tell you that it's a great, with great numbers and with strength, this whole team is working for the welfare of you people. This is a student welfare, means they are working for the welfare of you all who have come here to make this institute proud in the years to come. This is the, every hostel, as I told you, they have chief warden, warden, and wellness warden. And these are the list of the names of those professors who are giving their services as chief warden and warden, that is mess warden and wellness warden. So Azad Bhavan, Patle Bhavan, Govind Bhavan, Ganga Bhavan, Jawahar, Kasturba, Rajendra is the Bhavan where you will be living. Boys, they will be there in Rajendra Bhavan, whose chief warden is Professor Rakesh Ranjan. And here you have one warden further, Professor Saurabh Sharma. And you have Professor Anjani Tiwari as the mess warden. And Professor Hemant Suman is the wellness warden. So otherwise you see that Himalaya Bhavan is there. Himalaya Bhavan is so among them you have the boys hostels are Azad, Kotle, Govind, Ganga, Jawahar, and Rajendra, and the girls hostels are Kasturba and Himalaya Bhavan. Fine, and further we will see it is girls hostels are Sarojini. Sarojini is where the first year students are accommodated. And we have Ravindra Bhavan, Radhakrishnan, Rajiv, and Vigyan. So Vigyan, as I told, Vigyan Bhavan accommodates both boys and girls. And Vivekanand Bhavan is the newly made Bhavan, which is of boys only. We have married hostel, which is KIH and AN Khosla, so that they are for accommodating the married students. Ingiri apartment is there, which is normally for the international students and also project staffs and other staff. And we have the hostel, which is Malaviya and Indira Bhavan. So we know that we have 3 campuses. We have here, this is the main campus, and we have one campus at IIT, that is Saharanpur. So, polymer engineering, and it was famous for paper and pulp engineering. Polymer engineering is going on there. So there you have 2 bhavans, Malviya Bhavan and Indira Bhavan. Okay, so this is, and one more campus, satellite campus is there, that is at Greater Noida. So that is used normally for having the classes or online classes or many kind of courses. So this is just to make you aware that in every Bhavan, there is a Bhavan Council and Mess Council. Bhavan Council will look after the Bhavan affairs, like, in the Bhavan you have many activities going on. Every Bhavan has the activities, like you have gym facilities, you have sports facilities, you have indoor and outdoor sports facilities. So you have yoga rooms, you have reading rooms. So, and also, so for that, and all for making all other affairs better handled, you have a Bhavan Council, and these council members are elected through an election, and this election is normally held in the month of September. So maybe in the coming 2 months, you will be seeing the election to happen. So every Bhavan has a Bhavan Council, and it is headed by Bhavan Secretary, and he has Bhavan Secretary, Maintenance Secretary, Technical Secretary, like that. So Bhavan Council has these numbers. And similarly, in the mess, you have a mess council, and mess council is headed by mess secretary. So they are the student representatives, and they are council members, and they, actively interact with chief warden and warden to let them know that what is the requirement, what students expect, and what we should do, and so that, they are the bridge between you although you all are always open to directly be in touch with the chief warden, associate dean, or as told Professor Tyagi also, our dean of student welfare. So everybody is open, but certainly they are very near to you, and you can always be with them. You can give your inputs, and you can get the answers of your queries. So voting, this is at the Bhavan and mess level, and this is for every hostel, and that this is done at, the election is done at the hostel level. So these Bhavan Council and mess council, whereas at the institute level, you have the election for general secretary posts, general secretary hostel affairs, deputy general secretary hostel affairs for boys and girls, UG affairs, academic affairs, UG and PG, similarly for sports, for entrepreneur, for technical affairs, so like that. So there is election, and they are known as general secretaries. Basically, they're looking into the affairs at the level of the institute. So they will have a sync with all the Bhavan secretaries or mess secretaries or council members, and they will be working towards the betterment of everyone, like all in the system. So as you see that this Bhavan level, it is done by the resident of respective Bhavans. And certainly at the department level also, you have DAPC, CAPC, so Departmental Academic Program Committee, center, you have departments, we have centers, these are the academic units. And everywhere you have representative, I mean, as the students, and they are also elected. As you see that when these general secretaries are being elected by the voting process, then they are also part of the Senate, which is the highest body in this structure. And in the Senate also they represent mainly for the concerns or the issues, if any, for the students, although we are also there. So in that we have General Secretary Academic Affairs UG and General Secretary Academic Affairs PG and SAC, all these are there. So as you see that these students also take part very actively in every affair of decision making at all levels, because they are our integral part, and this is the institute is of yours, and you must be active to contribute from your side, and we are ready to hear you from your side and to address your concerns. Student Senate is there, where you have SAC 10 members and 7 secretaries from each Bhavan. Now coming to the different Bhavans, as I told you that you have, here you have boys hostels as well as girls hostels. Kasturba Bhavan, you just have a glimpse of that. So you can see that we have a circular, this is a beautiful campus, and you can have a road, which is ring road kind of feeling it will give you. And if you go on that ring road, you will have the glimpses of most of the hostels. And maybe you may have to go a little bit far somewhere inside to see that, because the hostels are also in the cluster at some places. So you will have the glimpse of all the hostels if you walk. Certainly, I mean, in the first year and in the initial days, certainly you should see that in the day, when you do the lectures and all. But once there are certain protocols which you have to follow once you go to the hostel after certain time during the evening hours, you have to be there in the, so that we are trying to see that you are here, and your well-being is all being inspected and it's being taken care of. So Kasturba Bhavan, you have Rajiv Bhavan. So it is on the side, which is adjacent to the Rajendra Bhavan. So where our boys are residing. You have in every Bhavan, as I told you, that you have the facilities. So this is a laundry room. So you have, every Bhavan has been bestowed with, so it has been provided with the washing machines, and there are attendants. So you have to give your clothes to those attendants, and they will be washing it, and then you have to collect it. So that laundry room is there. Apart from that, laundry persons or the washerman also visits. Although if if you feel, you can give it to them, but this facility is there, and most of the bhavans, this is being practiced. So that is a good way to avail this facility. You have playing area, you have indoor as well as outdoor playing facilities. Every bhavan has a gym facility. So apart from the central gym facility, about which Professor Ajanta will tell you, which is in the sports arena, but every bhavan has a gym. and you may have some sets of gym equipments where you can go and have, the uh, do that gym. So you can see that there are glimpses of some, machines in the gym. You have a study room in most of the hostels, in every hostel, and there you go and study. Normally it's air conditioned, so that's you know, you are more encouraged to go there whenever there is a little bit harsh weather. But you go there and study, you be in the group, discuss. That's a good place for you to interact and share and get the knowledge and do some, community based work. So every hostel also has, or every bhavan has guest rooms, and these are for catering to the need of, accommodation for some of your guests when they arrive. So certainly in the boys hostels, only male counterparts are allowed, and in the girls hostel, females are only allowed. And there are certain rules that who can go inside. So inside the hostel, so in the girls hostel, normally male members are not allowed to go inside. And similarly in the boys hostel, for female, it's not allowed. Apart from that exception is when you're coming for the first time, certainly every parent is very eager to see, that how you are going to adjust yourself initially. These are the activities which is held very regularly in the bhavans. Inter-bhavan tech meet, so those who are very fond of tech activities, so they have the competitions going on inter-bhavan. So that's how you are part of certain technical councils or those kind of groups. So you have the tech meet, inter-bhavan cultural meet goes on. So there you have showcases of cultural activities. And that's a kind of, as Professor Tyagi has told, you have extracurricular activities. There are large chances of, for you to participate in such kind of curriculum. That's also a very integral part of your personality development. And you have ample opportunity to, to grow in that domain also. Inter-Bhavan sports meet, similar to that, you have a sports meet also. So awards are being given based on the winners in these events. So you have Bhavan Day celebration is one of the celebration which is very much awaited in once in the whole year. So that is a day of where a lot of programs happen, and then you have people have fun, and then ultimately you have gala dinner, all that. So you have similar lot of Bhavan Day. You can have some glimpses of these pictures of some Bhavan who have celebrated the Bhavan Day. This is in the Jawahar Bhavan, Jawahar Club. Bhavan Day functions like this, it goes. Bhavans are decorated, and activities like these programs are being organized. So you have also celebration of festivals, they are done in every bhavan, and also we try to encourage that the common festivals are celebrated at common places, like you have even ground, or you have ground near the Saraswati Mandir. So people do there, so common festivals we try to encourage at that place, although they are also celebrated in every bhavan. So in Lohri, and you have also activities like flying kites and lanterns. Makar Sankranti celebration where this kite competition also goes on. So also you have seen Holi, so this is going on. So all that kind of activities, it is full of that. You have Republic Day celebration, Holi celebration. And coming to the mess, so we try to maintain a hygienic environment in the mess. For that, mess council is there. As I told you, that it's a group of students, and they are supported by all the mess managers, and we have assistant wardens also. That support system is there to see that the proper quality of food is being served to you, hygiene is maintained. So that is there. Each bhavan has 2 canteens, as I told you. All 24 hours you will be getting the canteen facilities, and certainly as you see that you have these items. I think these items have been included by General Secretary Hostel Affairs, and he has given these items like Maggie spring rolls. Certainly you like most. But certainly I would prefer that you take more food in the mess, which is more good for your health. But certainly they are also required for refreshment. So this is the day canteen starts from 10:30 a.m. and it ends at 10:30 p.m. And the night canteen starts at 10:30 p.m. ends at 10:30 a.m. So this way you have day and night canteen being categorized. Uh, Certainly you have appetizers. So every student is given that rebate facility. If you are going out with information that we will not be there, you will be given certain rebate in the mess. So you can avail the rebate facility. You can see that there are certain statistics that rebate people, students get a lot of benefits. So when you are going, certain number of rebates you are allowed in the whole semester. So you must say that if you are going out on by taking leave, you should enjoy taking this rebate. Okay. You have certainly these facilities like streaming for some common, these kind of tournaments or some matches. So these are part of the Bhavan activities. Every Bhavan in the mess, you have special dinners at frequent intervals in the year. And you can see one of the sample menu for the special dinner. You will be very soon getting a special dinner, in the time to come. So you have certainly a lot of activities are being initiated. Zero Food Wastage Day it's an initiative by the Hostel Council or the General Secretary Hostel Affairs, who try to see that you should not waste the food. And similarly, they also take this, abhiyan like Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. This is very important, and more will be told about this by wellness team also. Safety concerns. So all of you are advised to be, to follow certain guidelines, like you must have the ID cards with you. When you go out of the gate, then it will be checked. You have to show that, and that will be scanned, and you have to take, once you go out of Roorkee on leave, then you have to take the permission from chief warden. You have to inform him that you are going, so that your whereabouts are known to us, because once you are out of here, and if any information is required from us by your parents, at least we are in a position to tell that yes, you have gone temporarily somewhere out. So like that, so there are certain rules which we need to follow. Now I'm coming to this part, very not welcoming that way, but you should not assume that this is something, on the first day I would tell you, you to take the positive aspect of it, because the discipline aspects are there. There are certain norms which everybody has to follow in the campus, be it students, staffs, or everyone has to follow certain norms. So there are certain, regulations or rules in the form of standing orders. Every one of you will get standing order, which you have to follow, which talks about the general conduct, which is to be, followed by you. So this is the booklet. The first page of the booklet is on the right-hand side of what it looks like. And as you see, the last page of the booklet is telling you all the essential telephone numbers you can, you can approach in case of any need. So this is talking about standing order for the students and procedures for inquiries and punishments. I think punishment term has been modified, it seems. Yeah, and so you will get this booklet, everyone, and everyone must read that properly, that what way you have to conduct, although they are very general, but there are certain specific things also that you must know. You have standing order for this book, and you must comply with this to maintain discipline and maintain the environment, good environment inside. If you don't, you cannot say that you don't know. So ignorance is not the excuse. You have to know that what are the rules for everyone to follow. As you see, this is by certain standing order. So that is one is so certainly for that you have managed by various offices. And these offices are Dean of Student Welfare, Associate Dean of Student Welfare, that is Bhavan and Mess, Student Welfare, Student Wellness and Student Activities. Chief Wardens are there, who are the heads of the Bhavans. And certainly the approach is that we should think of comprehensively about the well-being of all of you. And we have the duties and responsibilities defined for every officer and every body. So we have also the liaison officer of for SC/ST students, faculty advisors and assistant registrar student welfare, who play crucial role in their activities. So if you talk about other points, we have attendance and participation. So attendance is about taking the attendance classes. There also you have to maintain the decorum. You have to you will be told about that how important is your attendance also in the class, and you have to go in the class with proper dress. Normally it is desired, and you do all the activities. Prohibited actions are there, like you should not write on the walls, you should not put unauthorized notices, don't use mobile phones in the classrooms. All these are there. So these are the normal things which everybody must be aware, and they will be following that. Academic integrity, you must have the respect for the teachers. All this is there in the standing order. You must go through that, and don't go for mass abstention, or for that there will be penalties maybe given by the respective course instructors or the head of the departments. So they have that right to take the action on if there is mass abstention and mass absentees. Again, another aspects like these are you should follow, like you should have the identity cards, you should have the obedience, and you should follow decorum. There is anti-ragging policy. So certainly there is anti-ragging is completely followed here. Zero tolerance policy is there. And you are also advised to support us, because there are also certain rules for you. You should not go in by, without informing the authority anywhere, because that may happen. And in that case, you are also going to be, one of that, stakeholder who are responsible for it, because when you are told that you should not go after certain time, so you should follow that. So anti-ragging policy, we are there. Prohibited activities. You should not join in engage in political discussions outside societies. These are normally, they are advised that you should not be in that. Substance abuse, we have already taken the oath, so that should be followed. Financial responsibility, so you should not go for having under debt, or financially you are going to be having certain liabilities or having something from someone like that. So you do that. Otherwise, you have communication. You should be respectful to everyone. No vehicle is allowed for you undergraduate students. These are again similar things. So we'll move fast. You have some clubs and libraries. There are guidelines that you should follow the decorum there. You should go there. You should not have noise in the library. Clubs, there are certain guidelines how to join the club. So all that is there. There are certain things which you have to understand, that you have to return timing is there. You can go to outside, but return time for all other students is 11:30 p.m. Without any valid reason, after that they cannot go out. So these are there. And once you go out station, you have to notify, that you are going. You have to enter the things in the register. Inter-hostel movements there are rules, so that will be applied to you after some days, where somebody can go and where up to what time you can go there. So these are, you should go through that. And general conduct, Bhavan regulations are there, you can read them. You should, whenever there is any record updation, you should inform the ROSW office, so that your any phone number change or address change, if any, you should tell us, because we may need it at any point of time. Disciplinary consequences there, if you are certainly violating, so you will be discipline means, head ROSW discipline means, I am normally heading the discipline committee, and which is also known as DISCO, you might be hearing by your seniors. That committee comprises of student representatives as well as faculty advisors, chief wardens. Everybody is there fairly, everybody's equal participation is there. It's not that the student is there, so that is only that we are deciding. Everyone is there, and we decide that what kind of punishment is there. And the main thing is that the offenses which you do, yeah, indisciplined activities, if it is at the Bhavan level, Bhavan executive head, that is chief warden, will take a call and it will be recommended for approval. And if it is major kind of offenses, then it will be referred to discipline committee. So hope that none of you are involved ever into it. And but you should at least suggest others that this is how it is. So we should follow the rules and regulations. Otherwise, we should be also always aware about it. Is always better. So it may even lead to the termination in certain cases, as you see, and that for that the matter goes to the director, and that is going to DOSW. So DOSW will approve. So that even that kind of things also may be required many a times, not many a times, sometimes, but we hope that it never comes for any of you. And health and wellness, we have all these facilities. More will be talked about this by wellness experts. Advisory is that you must have your identity card every time in with you, and that too physical ID cards. So that is very much desired. And this is what we have seen this book. Thank you very much. Once again, I welcome all of you to this IIT campus. And certainly, you are always welcome for any kind of help, any kind of queries. You can come to DOSW office. You can talk to any of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful overview of Bhavan life and mess facilities.
Angel, I think all the students must be tired of sitting here all day.
Yes, I think we should do a little warm up exercise.
Students, please get up off your seats. Put hands on your waist and rotate your neck. Now, neck upwards, downwards, to the side, to the other side. Now put your hands forward and rotate your wrists. In the other direction. Now put your hands up, down, up, down, up, down. Thank you. Now that we have learned what you live and eat, it's time to discover what makes IIT Roorkee life vibrant. The student activities, be it clubs, sports, and technical societies, fest, or cultural nights. IITR is bursting with energy and academics. Now, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Professor Ajanta Goswami, Associate Dean, Student Wellness, and Professor in Department of Earth Sciences for his vision and dedication in enriching student life at IIT Roorkee. Sir, please come to see.
Thank you so much. Respected Dean of Student Welfare, Bajit Tyagi sir, my colleagues, Professor Pradeep K. Jha, who is Associate Dean of Professor Vinod, who is Associate Dean of Wellness. Yeah, I have my friend Falguni Patnaik, who will be interacting with you all tomorrow. He is Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. So there will be a special ma'am who will be delivering one very interesting lecture. So I am Professor Ajanta Goswami. I am faculty in Department of Art Sciences, and I am looking after student activities on behalf of Dean of Student Welfare. So here I am going to put a glimpse of what exactly you people can do in IIT Roorkee. So when we talk about any academic setup, so you will find that we have got formal way of learning, which you get credits or audit point, जो कि आप लोग normally जो है अपने subjects choose करते हैं या आपके departments आप choose करते हैं, like someone is from civil, someone is from electrical, you have certain number of courses and for that you get some credit and audit. But there is another way of learning, which is called as informal way of learning, for which you don't have any credit or audit, but it carries huge amount of bonus points. And that what exactly student activities. स्टूडेंट एक्टिविटी वो टूल है जिससे आप इनफॉर्मली बहुत सारी चीजें सीखते हैं, अपने peers से सीखते हैं, you learn from different experts, you learn from different people, and those are the tools जो कि आपके पूरे एकेडमिक सर्कल को बहुत अच्छे से जो है डेकोरेट करते हैं. And one most important thing is that whatever you will be doing in student activities, they also carry huge bonus points whenever you are applying for different types of awards. आप लोगों का और एक इंटरेक्शन होगा Senate's Committee for Scholarship and Prizes. I don't know how many of you have heard about that thing. All those students who excel in their academics, those students who excel in sports, those students who excel in cultural activities or in technical activities, उनको IIT Roorkee जो है different types of awards देते हैं. These awards are categorized into convocational award and non-convocation award. For all these awards, student activities plays a major role क्योंकि इसके जो भी bonus points आपको मिलते हैं वो आपको इन awards को दिला सकते हैं. And therefore it is very important to reorient yourself. आपका interest किधर है? Where exactly you want to move? Whether you are a sports person, you are into a technical thing, you are into cooking. We have culinary clubs also. So in that case, आप अपने आप को reorient कीजिए, आप इन clubs में join कीजिए, and that will decorate your own personality. At the same time, you can also have lots of awards. So to start with, all our student activities can be clubbed into sports activity, cultural activity, technical, entrepreneurial, social service, environmental protection, exploration, and adventure, and many more. ये बस एक छोटा सा glimpse है, इससे भी कहीं ज़्यादा student activities है. So why these student activities are important? As I told, these are informal way of learning जो decorate करते हैं आपकी पूरे personality को, and they can also help you to get all those awards, and they can be carried for your future क्योंकि placement में आप इन सब चीजों को दिखाते हैं, आप अपने POR आप verify कराते हैं from different faculty also. So you can have skill development, you can have improved academic performance, social and emotional growth, stress reduction, networking and connections, exploration of interest, self-realization, cultural awareness, physical health and well-being, boosting college applications and character building. These are very small amount जो कि हमने यहाँ पे बताया, इससे कहीं बढ़ के हैं. Yeah. तो पहली चीज है हम थोड़ा सा समझते हैं कि एकेडमिक रिक्वायरमेंट इसमें क्या है. हालांकि मैंने कहा कि ये एक इनफॉर्मल वे ऑफ लर्निंग है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आपका एकेडमिक रिक्वायरमेंट भी है. जितने भी फर्स्ट ईयर के स्टूडेंट हैं, ऑल ऑफ you will have to choose at least one of them. इन तीनों में से एक आपको चूज करना है. Either you choose National Sports Organization, or you choose National Service Scheme, or you choose National Cadet Corps, means NSO, NSS, or NCC. When you choose this thing, you will have to contribute certain amount of time towards this activity, जो कि आपको जो है credits earn, not credit, ये आपको जो है points earn करेंगे, and you will have to have certain amount of point by the end of 4th year to qualify your degree. आपके डिग्री को क्वालिफाई करने के लिए आपको जो भी आप इसमें से चूज करते हो, NSO, NSS और NCC, आपको वो क्रेडिट्स आपको कंप्लीट करने हैं. उसमें कोई पॉइंट नहीं होता, परसेंटेज नहीं होता, बट यू विल हैव टू कंप्लीट दैट अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम. तो प्लीज ये ध्यान रखिएगा कि आप अपने चॉइस के हिसाब से कोई एक इसमें से चूज कीजिए, एंड यू विल हैव टू कंटिन्यू इट फॉर एटलीस्ट 2 years if you are doing it very systematically, or else you can go up to the 3rd year also. Okay. So I'll start with NSO, that is your for sports. So it is aimed at spreading awareness about physical fitness and importance of sports among first year students. And about 250 students from first year are selected in different sports activities. So generally our timing is for Tuesday and Thursday, it is 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. So this is the timing. Whenever you are going on Saturday and Sunday, it is from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Maybe recently we have increased the timing up to 10 a.m. if I'm not wrong, at least for some sports. But generally this was what we followed earlier. So if you look at different facilities, sports facilities in IIT Roorkee, these are world class. One of the best facilities you will find here. Whether it is Lal Bahadur Shastri Stadium or it is our swimming pool, so we have the world-class facility, because of which many times we have conducted inter-IIT sports meet also, and annually we have got different sports activities like Sangram. So these are all the glimpses of different types of facilities that you will find in our campus for different sports. So आप लोगों के लिए बहुत opportunity है. If you are a sports lover, you can go there. Depending on your choice, you can choose one of the sports and you can contribute.
So we have Institute Sports Council. So you will be one of our faculty. He will be Bhanu Velenki. He will be interacting with you all. He is chairman of Institute Sports Council. So he looks after the facility part, and DOSW team looks after the students participation part. So ISC manages all the sports related activities such as training, selection, participation in events, etc. And inarguably the best sports facility in the country and highly trained coaches. So these are all the different types of sports activities that you can choose. इसमें जो आपको लिस्ट में दिख रहा है ये सारे स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज है जिसमें से आप चूज कर सकते हैं कि आपको कौन सा अच्छा लग रहा है. यू कैन चूज वन ऑफ देम. Yeah. So what are the aims and objective of all the sports activity? अब finally आप कहाँ पे land कर रहे हैं? So you will find the sports activities around the year. You will have intra and inter bhavan tournaments. Generally it takes place in January to March. जनवरी से मार्च के बीच में इंट्रा एंड इंटर भवन टूर्नामेंट्स होता है जो कि अभी प्रदीप झा सर ने भी आप लोगों को बताया था. देन वी हैव इंस्टीट्यूट कलर्स ट्रॉफी. February and April we have Institute Colors Trophy, which is again a very flagship program here in IIT Roorkee. We have Institute Open tournaments for all racket games. Generally takes place between February to April. That is in spring semester. We have annual athletics meet, which is generally takes place in February. Annual aquatics meet, August to September. Annual road race, generally in March. Weightlifting in October and powerlifting competition in February. Besides that, we have inter IIT sports meet. ये हर साल किसी न किसी एक नया आईआईटी किसी एक आईआईटी में जो कंडक्ट किया जाता है. पहले हमने भी कंडक्ट किया था. सो यू विल हैव अपॉर्चुनिटी टू पार्टिसिपेट इन इंटर आईआईटी स्पोर्ट्स मीट. और इसमें अगर आप पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं और इसमें अगर आपको कोई भी अच्छा मेडल मिलता है दैट कैरीज ए ह्यूज वैल्यू क्योंकि ये आपके प्लेसमेंट में भी काम आता है. आप उसको जो वेरीफाई भी कर सकते हो अपार्ट फ्रॉम डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ अवार्ड्स. देन वी हैव आईआईटी रूड़की जनरल चैंपियनशिप. ये भी एक हमारा बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग प्रोग्राम है इसमें. देन वी हैव संग्राम. सो आप लोग अगर अपने एकेडमिक कैलेंडर देख रहे हैं तो संग्राम जो है इस बार अक्टूबर फर्स्ट वीक में है. आई थिंक गांधी जयंती के तुरंत बाद शायद है उस टाइम में है. सो you can participate in Sangram also. There is one more very interesting part with the sports activity in IIT Roorkee. This is the only IIT where you will find rowing. Rowing जो है यह क्लब IIT Roorkee में ही है among all the IITs. और जो बच्चे अच्छे स्विमिंग करते हैं वो रोइंग में जा सकते हैं. हमारे जो कैनाल है only those people who are trained under the training or under the guidance of the sports coaches, they will take you to canal and there you can do rowing. Apart from that, students are generally discouraged to go to canal. So we do have yoga round the year. So round the year you will have yoga classes and coaching. If anyone is interested, they can participate. We have well-trained yoga instructor as well as fully equipped yoga hall. So you all can participate in yoga also. Next is NSS. This is your National Service Scheme. So NSO is done. You can contribute and you can earn your points, which is important for your academics. Second is NSS. You can contribute towards NSS also. So NSS is Indian government sponsored public service program, which is conducted by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports of the Government of India. And this program aims to inculcate values of social service in students and to provide service to society without bias. NSS volunteers work to ensure that everyone who is needy get help to enhance their standard of living and lead a life of dignity. So NSS is another very important flagship club or society here in IIT Roorkee where you can contribute towards different objectives. और इसमें भी आपके बहुत सारे जो हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट के अवार्ड्स हैं. आई थिंक शंकर दयाल शर्मा अवार्ड है जिसमें जो है सोशल सर्विस के क्वालिटीज देखे जाते हैं. तो उसमें आप इसमें पॉइंट्स अर्न कर सकते हैं. So the range of services provided by the students varies greatly and students undertake a few major initiatives like include teaching of school students, debates, organizing blood donation camps and first aid camps, organizing national social summit. So national summit, social summit जो है NSS का एक फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम है. हर साल नेशनल सोशल समिट किया जाता है जनरली इन स्प्रिंग सेमेस्टर और उसमें बहुत सारे डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट्स के भी बच्चे यहाँ पे आते हैं. So this is one of the flagship program of NSS. So we have one faculty advisor of NSS also. So these are few of the events which were conducted earlier. For example, Pragati test series, then World Mental Health Day, Udbhav, which is your Shiksha Ki Nai Umang, then blood donation camps. So these are few of the major events. If I look at the NSS activities in last 1 year, 25-26 May, so NSS launched a free year-long JEE mentorship program and structured test series tailored for underprivileged student in the Roorkee region. Roorkee के जितने भी आसपास के schools हैं जो underprivileged बच्चे हैं उनको जो है आप में से कुछ बच्चे अपना एक टीम बना के थ्रू दी अम्ब्रेला ऑफ एनएसएस दे यूज टू गो एंड टीच देम, और उसमें से बहुत सारे बच्चे जो है जे क्वालिफाई करते हैं. सो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट contribution. A dedicated self-defense workshop was conducted to promote personal safety and confidence among female students. Then we have sustainability remained a central theme, underscored by a dedicated climate action seminar and a specialized awareness session conducted by Vegan Outreach. So this was one of the other flagship program which was conducted last year. Members actively advanced the Swachhta Ki Hi Seva campaign and organized a large-scale cleanliness drive along the Ganga Canal in Roorkee. जो गंगा कैनाल के along जो है सफाई का अभियान यहाँ पे किया गया था, and it was very very successful. मतलब एक बार आप अगर example set करते हो through NSS, यहाँ के बाकी जितने भी बच्चे हैं या बाकी जितने भी पब्लिक है उनको एक नया जो है ऊर्जा मिलता है. They come here because they see in media कि लोग इतना contribute कर रहे हैं IIT रुड़की के बच्चे. They also come towards the cleaning process. So this is very important one. So flagship National Social Summit convened policymakers, social workers, and students for rigorous discussion on climate action, women's empowerment, and public health. So these was like for many years we have been conducting National Social Summit. A road safety month where we campaigned, the campaign feature where vehicle checkup camp was put here, and it was free of cost, and a 5-kilometer run and targeted outreach program at the Anusuti Academy for the deaf and dumb. So generally जो road safety month है ये पूरा एक महीने में हम बहुत सारे यहाँ पे activities कराते हैं DOSW team through our NSS के जो students है volunteers है उनके through. तो road safety month भी एक बहुत important उसमें part है हमारा. Yes. So next is NCC. कॉर्प्स में आप लोगों से बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे होंगे जो अपने स्कूल में एनसीसी में पार्ट लिए होंगे या आपको कुछ सर्टिफिकेट्स भी मिला होगा. सो इफ यू लुक एट एनसीसी इवेंट्स एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन, so first important thing is we have guard of honor. So whenever it is our Republic Day or Independence Day, the NCC participants they give a guard of honor to the chief guest on those particular day. So over 120 cadets participate in the event after working hard for more than 25 days. NCC also carries huge amount of points जो आपको जो है complete करना है. So either it is NSS or it is NCC or it is NSO. It means sports. एक तो आपको इसमें से लेना ही पड़ेगा. Yeah, so NCC के event में yes, एक तो है blood donation camp, NCC वाले भी करते हैं. So blood donation camps were conducted last year in April, November with huge participation, and a total of 1,600 units of blood was donated in the two camps. And it was a great success with 4 different organizations participating in it. Other events जो है उसमें से self defense camp, visit, Bengal Sapphires जो हमारे यहाँ पे आर्मी कैंटोनमेंट है वहाँ पे visits होते हैं, Run for Nation, Vocal for Local, yoga session, freshers marathon, घर घर तिरंगा campaign, poster making competition, regular training classes, weapon training, map reading, seminar on Army Day, certificate examination, atomic artistry, flood relief. These are just few. इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे वे हैं जिसमें एनसीसी कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं. और अभी जो हमारे अभी डिस्कशन चल रहे हैं हम लोग जो है हमारे डॉसडब्ल्यू बरजीत त्यागी सर के साथ हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे, तो सर ने ये कहा कि हमें इन सब जो है क्लब्स को और रीऑर्गेनाइज करना है. तो हमारा प्लान ये भी है कि फ्यूचर में एनसीसी में हम कुछ ऐसे भी कंपोनेंट्स ऐड करेंगे कि बच्चे जो है डिफेंस के लिए स्टार्टअप के लिए यहाँ पे पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं कि डिफेंस स्टार्टअप के लिए हमें कौन कौन से जो है इंपॉर्टेंट एवेन्यूज है या गैप्स है. तो उसमें भी हमारे जो नए स्टूडेंट्स जो ज्वाइन करेंगे दे कैन सजेस्ट. So it has got huge potential for developing startup also. अगर हम पिछले एक साल की बात करें या एनसीसी की बात करें तो combined annual training camps providing hands-on training in weapon handling, drill, map reading and field crafts. So 10 दिन के 2 camps यहाँ पे कराए गए थे. Cadets presented a ceremonial guard of honor to the institute director during Independence and Republic Day celebration, which is quite a big honor for all those people. A unit collected over 500 units of blood and organized a flood relief drive for affected families in Dehradun last year. Cadets executed a mega cleanliness drive across the campus under the Swachhta Hi Seva initiative. One of the cadet, Chanda Kumari, she secured an outstanding All India rank 15 in the NDA NA examination. तो ये NCC के टीम का एक अच्छा achievement था कि one of the cadets she scored very good rank in NDA examination. Our former cadet Abhishek Kumar Jha, he secured AIR 231 in the UPSC Civil Services Examination 2025. So it's again a proud moment. Although हमारे यहाँ से बहुत सारे बच्चे UPSC qualify करते हैं, but NCC के लिए एक pride moment है कि one of the cadet also qualified. Then one of the cadet Rakesh Patel, he successfully qualified for the directorate level presentation with his smart dustbin model at the Idea in Innovation competition. So these are few of the achievements of those people who contributed in NCC. And आप लोग इससे भी कहीं ज्यादा बढ़ के आप कर सकते हैं. उसके अलावा हमारे यहाँ पे और एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट वर्टिकल है जिसको कहा जाता है कल्चरल सोसाइटी. तो कल्चरल सोसाइटी में जितने भी बच्चे कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज है, डिबेट है, क्विज है, सिनेमैटिक्स है, साउंड है, म्यूजिक है, आप हर तरह पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं. टोटल 18 क्लब्स है इसमें, 18 क्लब्स आर देयर एंड ऑल दीज क्लब्स आर हाईली टेक्निकल टू हाईली स्किल्ड. बड़े इंटरेस्टिंग क्लब्स है. तो ये कुछ क्लब्स है लाइक culinary क्लब, जिसमें अगर आपको कुकिंग पसंद है या एनीथिंग जो कि कुकिंग रिलेटेड एस्पेक्ट है तो आप culinary क्लब ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. फोटोग्राफी सेक्शन इज देयर. क्षितिज लिटरेरी सेक्शन, तो यहाँ काफी अच्छे जो है राइटअप्स भी आपको मिलते हैं. क्विजिंग सेक्शन इज देयर, ड्रामेटिक सेक्शन, फाइन आर्ट्स, आयरन, सिनेमा क्लब, कोरियोग्राफी एंड डांस सेक्शन, म्यूजिक सेक्शन, स्टैंड अप क्लब, डिबेटिंग सोसाइटी, ऑन रैक, ऑडियो सेक्शन एंड स्पीक मेकर. सो दीज आर जस्ट फ्यू. इसके अलावा और भी बहुत सारे क्लब्स हैं जिसमें आप पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हो डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर इंटरेस्ट. So these are few of the different events which were conducted earlier, like 2023 का है श्रुति अमृत है, विरासत है, ये हर साल हम करते हैं. जैसे ये 23 का हमने पोस्टर दिखाया, लास्ट ईयर भी हमने कराया था स्प्रिंग, मतलब लास्ट इस स्प्रिंग सेमेस्टर में भी हमने कराया था. देन ये अनुश्रुति एकेडमी फॉर डेफ एंड डम में हम अलग तरह के प्रोग्राम्स कराते हैं. ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है दर्पण, जो कि आपके जो है फाइन आर्ट्स के स्टूडेंट इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं. अमेजिंग पेंटिंग्स, अमेजिंग क्राफ्ट्स, अमेजिंग डिजाइन्स इसमें निकल के आते हैं. मतलब ये देखने से लगता है कि अलग क्वालिटी, अलग लेवल की इसमें जो है कंट्रीब्यूशन है फ्रॉम दी योर फाइन आर्ट सेक्शन. And apart from that, Speak Maker is also very important club. And इसमें बहुत सारे events, बड़े बड़े आर्टिस्ट को बुलाया जाता है जिससे आप जो है लाइव इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हैं, अपने क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं, उनके परफॉर्मेंसेस भी आप देख सकते हैं. Yeah, so these are few of the activities of cultural activity 2023. I'm not going through all of them. At that time, we participated in Inter IIT Cultural Meet 6.0 at IIT Kharagpur, and we won the Dance Arts Cup with 150 points, gold in group dance, silver in street battle. Then there were performing arts festival like Dhun, Swaranjali, Jasnas, all these things were there. These are photo exhibitions during Drishya, and these are all art exhibitions during Darpan. This is for 23-24, जिसमें इंटर IIT कल्चरल मीट्स के आपको कुछ ग्लिम्सेस नजर आएंगे. And then this is for Thomso 24. I'll come to Thomso 25 also. So which is one of our flagship program, जो कि हमारे यहाँ पे एनुअल कल्चरल फेस्ट है, जो कि एक स्टैंड अलोन है, क्योंकि यहाँ के जितने भी फंडिंग है बच्चे खुद इकट्ठे करते हैं थ्रू स्पॉन्सरशिप, एज वेल एज दोज पीपल हु आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग. इसमें एक पैसे हम लोग इंस्टीट्यूट से नहीं लेते हैं. ये बड़ा प्राउड मोमेंट है कि कॉग्निजेंस और थॉमसो हो, इसमें आप लोग एफर्ट डालते हो, आप लोग पैसे लेके आते हो, ग्रैंड शो यहाँ पे होता है. Yeah. So this is your center stage events during Thomso, like Mr. and Miss Thomso, Footloose, Vogue, Battle of Bands, Nukkad Natak, Sargam. So these are just few. Main stage highlights, I like, these are few of the highlights. Arman Malik आया था, then Jonita Gandhi, Amal Malik, Suniti Chauhan, I think, and last time Thomso में Shan आए थे, the popular singer, and Salim Suleiman वो भी आए थे. So this year also Thomso is planned in October, I think 9, 10, 11 के बीच में जो है उस समय planned है. आप अपने academic calendar देखिए, तो उसमें पूरा team अभी लगा हुआ है. If you want, you can also contribute to be one of the volunteer or member, and in future you can lead the Thomso team. Yeah, similarly, we have another event. Thomso is cultural event, Cognizance is technical event. तो इसमें ये दिखाया जाता है कि हमारे यहाँ पे technical skills कितने अच्छे हैं. How our students are performing technically. At the same time, we borrow techniques from outside also. Different technologies are borrowed from outside. There are many big events like Robo War है, और बहुत अच्छे events है जो होते हैं जिसमें बड़े-बड़े जो है teams आके participate करते हैं, और prize money भी काफी high रहता है. So this is very interesting event. Cognizance is very interesting event. Next, please. Yeah, so this was of last year when total participation was around 4,500 approximately, both on and off. And the events were like Sky High, Robotics, Ideas, Algo Arena, Business and Finance, Cogitation Summit, Off the Cut. So you can go to our website, Cognizance के website में आप देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे किस किस तरह के different types of events होता है. तो अब मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि हमारे 2025-26 में जो थॉमसो हुआ था और कॉग्नी हुआ था, उसकी क्या क्या इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट है. So our highlight were like our main musicians who came for the final day, final night was Shan. Then we had composer duo Salim and Suleiman and singer Navjot Ahuja and Tron 3 DJ. So these were only the final night, but जो पूरा event है उसमें क्या क्या था. So Thomso is a flagship cultural festival of IIT Roorkee and it was organized under the theme. Last year's theme was an eternal hypnosis. This was the theme. And this festival last year it showed a massive engagement with over 2,200 students who came online and who participated, and more than 600 institutes nationwide participated. 600 से ज्यादा इंस्टीट्यूट जो है nationwide वो आके अलग अलग इवेंट में पार्टिसिपेट करके गए हैं और 2200 स्टूडेंट जो है यहाँ पे कैंपस में आके पार्टिसिपेट करके गए हैं. The expansive lineup featured over 100 events spanning music, dance, dramatics and literary activities. अलग-अलग events होते हैं. ये more than 1 crore का जो है पूरा इसमें spending है. Substantial participation was observed in flagship competitions such as Footloose, Sargam, Battle of the Bands, War of DJs and Walk Finals. Okay, I'll try to wrap up in next 5 minutes. So then there were extensive digital outreach was achieved with targeted artist collaboration generating over 30,000 online interactions. Demonstrating social responsibility, Thomso partnered with the Cuddles Foundation to promote community health initiative. And these events were sponsored by PNB, SBI, SAIL, Power Grid, RVNL and GAIL. Then we have another flagship program जो Cognizance मैंने आपको बताया था. उसमें हमारे जो singers थे वो थे जस्मिन सैंडलास, वो आई थी. Then we had Nuclear and चार दीवार. Cognizance is purely technical. Final day में हम लोग जो है वो programs रखते हैं. इस technical events में जो important events थे like robotics, coding, engineering design, business management, data analytics, all these things were there. Along its technical agenda, Cognizance 2026 actively promoted community welfare through a dedicated women's hygiene initiative. Next, please. Let's take 5 more minutes. Yeah, so we have cultural society जो मैंने कहा था 18 क्लब है इसमें, तो इसमें more than 800 students as of now are participating and we are expecting more students to participate there in these different types of clubs. And we conduct different types of events like debating, society, quizzing section, on rec, और इवन सिनेमा क्लब जो आपको जो है हर हफ्ते या फिर 2 वीक में एक बार जो है आपको डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सिनेमास भी इसमें दिखाएंगे. And those like music section, they represented institute at the Devbhoomi Cultural Festival also. Then artistic excellence was integrated with social responsibility through initiative like the fine arts sections, the cost of tomorrow. At Inter IIT last year, which was conducted at IIT Kanpur 8.0, our contingent secured silver medals in quizzing events and fashion cup. And the contingent also secured bronze medals in photography and street battle, alongside a top 5 finish for the music section. So among 23 IITs, we performed very well. There is one very interesting club which is exclusively at IIT Roorkee, which is called as Himalayan Explorers Club. Way back it was established in 1960s. और ये सिर्फ यही IIT Roorkee में है, जहां आप बच्चे जो है डिफरेंट ट्रैक्स में जा सकते हो, डिफरेंट जो है स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज में भी आप जा सकते हो. इसके कोई पॉइंट्स नहीं होते, लेकिन ये आपके अपने वेलबींग के लिए बहुत बढ़िया है. So the Himalayan Explorer Clubs safely and successfully engaged nearly 1,000 participants across 14 diverse tracks, and notable tracks were to Valley of Flowers, Rudranath, Kalpeshwar, Kedarnath, Harkidum, and maiden treks were executed to the Pindari Glacier, Shanghar, and Thini Top, alongside the successful reintroduction of the Ali Bedni Bugyal and Brahmatal routes. So maybe after this monsoon, again this club will become more active and they'll take you to different places. So HEC diversified outdoor engagements by organizing a rafting expedition in Rishikesh, a skiing trip to Ollie, a skiing camp, and a roller basketball event. So you can participate in this thing also. So this is just a glimpse. आपके लिए अभी I think 2 दिन बाद हमारे सारे क्लब्स के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आएंगे और अपने अपने एक्टिविटीज बताएंगे. प्लीज आप लोग इसमें कंट्रीब्यूट कीजिए और ट्राई कीजिए कि अपने इंटरेस्ट के 1 या 2 क्लब्स में जरूर इनरोल होइए. ये आपके होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. प्लस इट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू लॉट्स ऑफ बोनस पॉइंट्स आल्सो फॉर अवार्ड्स एज वेल एज फॉर योर पर्सनल बेनिफिट. थैंक यू सो मच.
To coding, coding to cricket, there is truly something for everyone. Thank you once again for encouraging our students to explore, participate, and thrive.
Now, many of you might be out of your homes for the first time. It is inevitable that we will encounter situations that we may find difficult to handle on our own. Without the presence of our family, it becomes even more difficult. To tell us more about this, I would like to invite Professor Vinod Pankajashan, Associate Dean of Students' Welfare, Student Wellness, a faculty member in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Sir will share with us the vision, purpose, and various initiatives of the student wellness at our institute.
Morning, everyone. So today I will very briefly introduce you to the Wellness Center. What are the services that we offer? And I will introduce you to the counselors also. I won't take much time in explaining why mental health is important and what is importance of that, because I would rather leave it to the expert, our next speaker. She will talk more about that. So as you begin your journey at IIT Roorkee, over the next few years, you will get many opportunities to learn from very distinguished faculty members. You will make friends from all over India, across all over India, and you will also explore various extracurricular and co-curricular activities like sports, cultural events. There are plenty of opportunities, and you will also find your interest in new things, learning new things other than your academics, and at the same time you will also grow academically and more importantly personally also. So this all these opportunities comes with certain challenges, and we are here to help you in these things. And these are the common challenges experienced by uh, mainly by first year undergraduate students. One is adjusting to the campus life. Then there is an intense academic competition here. And then how to balance your academics and your personal life and other extracurricular activities. Of course, you will miss your home and home food particularly. So that will also sometimes create certain problems. And sometimes there are language issues, there are many issues. And this one I will leave to the expert, why mental health is important and why you have to take care of it. So here are the ways that we can support you. We have a well-established wellness center. We have professional counselors. And what we can provide is our counselors are well-trained counselors. They will listen to you, and you can speak to them confidentially, and we can guide you in academic matters if you are facing some problem with your academics or campus life, or and sometimes if you face any financial issues also, we have certain provisions with the help of our esteemed alumni. We have provision to help you. So we provide all this. And this is the most important thing when you should reach us. The first one is if you are feeling overwhelmed with your academics. So I would suggest in this particular case, each of you will be assigned a faculty advisor from your department. So if you face any difficulty with your academics, you should first approach your faculty advisor. There is an online academic section will give you details about that in tomorrow's orientation. there is a faculty member assigned to each student, and you should approach them if you face any problem with your academics. And then there are faculty wellness representatives in each department. Each department there is a wellness representative. You can also approach them. And if you face any difficulty, anything related to your emotional well-being, stress, anxiety, or anything, you can directly approach the wellness center. And I can assure you that the services offered by the wellness center, it is completely confidential. It is only between you and your counselor. Even as the administrators, myself as associate dean or Professor Tyagi as dean of student welfare, we don't have any access to what is happening with the within the this between you and your counselor. It is completely confidential. So don't worry about that. No one else will know about what is happening. And another thing is that in no way it is going to affect your academics. Like your teachers won't be informed about this. So please feel free to reach out to us if you face any problem. And this is also very important. This information is not shared, not even with your parents, until and unless it is required. And that also with your consent only, we will inform the parents. But in certain emergency conditions, we may need to contact them. Otherwise, it is completely confidential. And this is how we can you can access our services. I think I will just explain. Okay, so as you have seen, we have today we have launched a new website and a digital service platform. So there is a scheduling portal. You can log into that scheduling portal using your institute credentials, and you can book an online appointment. And in case if there is some problem with that online appointment booking, you can also email us, or telephonic appointment scheduling is also possible. And you can also, you are always welcome to visit us. Our wellness center is located near it is across the EC department. So you are always welcome to visit us. And this is also one of the important things. It is you should care about your friends also. If you feel some of your friends need support, please do inform us. We will take care of them. Next, previous one, previous one. Okay, so we have a very dedicated team of counselors. We have 8 clinical psychologists, 1 psychiatrist, and in the hospital there is a psychiatric nurse also. There is a speech therapist. These are our professional team. They are well trained and ready to help you in any way, whatever possible ways. And this is support. There is a campus support network consisting of wellness wardens. Each hostel there is a wellness warden, and then department faculty representatives, and there is team wellness also, the student team that is behind all this support system. So they will introduce themselves in the next session. But today I would like to introduce our counselors. I invite all the counselors, please come forward and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I welcome you all on behalf of the entire team here. Please do explore the campus. But while you're here, I would also urge you to visit the center once. Even if you don't feel you need it right now, please don't wait to feel overwhelmed to find out how to reach us. So please visit the center today, see where it's located, and the services that we provide. Thank you so much. Also, I think in the midst of it, I forgot to tell you, I'm Inika. I'm a clinical psychologist here and part of the wellness team.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mohit Chandra, and I'm a clinical psychologist working here as a counselor in Wellness Center. So, welcome you all. Please visit the Wellness Center. Okay.
Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and enjoying your stay, though it's just one day as of now. Congratulations on being a part of IIT Roorkee. This is Shivani Tiwari, clinical psychologist at Wellness Center. We'll be interacting with you in detail in the coming life skill sessions. And that life skill session is one of the many activities that we do for the promotion of well-being of the students and the community in the campus. I hope you'll get a chance to interact with every one of us, not just for the sake of your mental health concerns, but for your general well being. So, all the best and a very happy journey to you all for the next 4 years.
Hello everyone, I'm Karishma Shekhawat. I'm working as a clinical psychologist here. One message that I want to give all of you is each one of you is very special. All of you have had your own experiences and have your own preparation journey and your childhood experiences. So kindly be empathetic towards each other. I think this is where taking care of mental health starts, not just with ourselves, but also by being empathetic to each one of us and not judging everyone for whatever, personality they have. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. First of all, congratulations to all of you. My name is Sonal Agarwal. I'm also a clinical psychologist at Wellness Center. Also, I would like to say that I am for especially for all the girls, I am the designated counselor at Sarojini Bhavan. And me and my colleague, Miss Divya, we both visit Sarojini Bhavan on Wednesdays. Thank you so much.
Congratulations and welcome everyone. My name is Divya and I'm also a clinical psychologist at the wellness team. And like Sonal said, we are the Bhavan counselor for the first year students at the Sarojini Bhavan. So welcome everyone and do visit the wellness center.
Morning, everyone. Congratulations, first of all, on being a part of IITR Roorkee. I am Zeba, one of the practicing clinical psychologists at Wellness Center. I know that for the past few hours, you have been hearing a lot about academics, cultural clubs, about hostels, and I think we all are here to just remind you of a very important thing that is your own well being. And in these 4 years, you will be exploring a lot about your own life, goals, career. But please also give importance to your well being. Think about it as, going to gym where, your muscles don't lose its effectiveness. Okay. So all we just want to say is that you will come across a lot of things here which may not affect, and you don't have to wait until the very end, right? So we are just here, just existing. So you can always find us here. Thank you.
Hi all, Ashfaq Ahmed here. So my responsibility towards the Rajendra Bhavan as a counselor, I will be there to interact with you all. So just suggestion, I know you people are looking to make relationship. If breaks happen, making the relationship and breakups, I will be there in the Rajendra Bhavan. See you, bye.
Last, you are going in the reverse order. Last slide, good. Okay, so thank you everyone. So please do visit us in the Wellness Center. We are there to help you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for informing the students about Team Wellness and the Wellness Center. We are always here to help you.
आकांक्षी जीव से भरे अपना वजूद बनाए रखने के लिए मुकम्मल होना जरूरी। इस कंक्रीट के जंगल को आप मामूली जंगल समझने की भूल ना ही करें तो अच्छा। यहाँ के छोटे बड़े शिकारी अपना दबदबा बनाए रखने के लिए हुनर, हथियार, जबरदस्त ताकत या टिके रहने की जरूरत का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। और यहाँ के एपेक्स प्रेडेटर्स आपका मांस नहीं खाते, खाते हैं आपका सुख, चैन और रातों की नींद। यहाँ के जानवर से झुंड बना के रहना पसंद करते हैं, लेकिन कुछ जोड़ों में रहना पसंद करते हैं, तो अक्सर रात में ज्यादा सक्रिय होते हैं। समय मासूम भोले शिकार ऐसे तो ये शिकार अपनी इस जंगल के और तरीकों से अपना इसकी खूबसूरती है, पर कुछ ही दिनों में ये भी खतरनाक शिकार बनने वाला है। ये दिलचस्प खा ये जानते हैं कि वर्तमान
Hello, I'm Arhan Sudaria.
जय जगन्नाथ, मेरा नाम वैभव महाराणा है। हाय, माय नेम इज उज्जवल जायसवाल प्रोडक्शन से, और मैं सपने के बच्चों को अपनी फैक्ट्री में काम करवाऊँ।
मेरा नाम पायल है।
Hi, my name is Arjun. I'm from Austin, Texas.
मेरा नाम राजाट है।
हमारा नाम संजना बा।
रसायनिक शास्त्र से हूँ। मैं भट्टी डिपार्टमेंट से हूँ और मैं झुंझुनू राजस्थान से हूँ। गोरखपुर शहर से हूँ। वही सनी डांसर वाला।
आई एम फ्रॉम कैनी, सॉरी सिविल इंजीनियर। दुआ लिपा #levitating।
किशोर कुमार।
हिमेश रेशमिया।
कोल्ड प्ले। यो हनी सिंगर। सिडनी सैनी।
बैडे सभी कुमार।
सूर्यवंशु। स्टोरी।
ये सैयारा वाला बंदा पता नहीं कहाँ से मिल गया।
सैयारा, लोग सैयारा देख रहे भाई, सैयारा देख ले आज।
ये इधर से पहले इसने साइड चेंज कर लिया, ऐसे बंदे नहीं मिले तो अच्छा।
50 Shades of Grey। मेरी फेवरेट मूवी है सेनेसक के वीडियोस।
फेवरेट मूवी इज हाफ गर्लफ्रेंड, क्योंकि वंडर नाम का
आशु मैम।
फिजिक्स डिपार्टमेंट।
डिसिप्लिनरी कमेटी। बेइज्जती होने से बहुत ज़्यादा डर लगता है और मेरी ब्रांच रासायनिक विज्ञान है।
सीनियर से चापू मांगते वक्त कहीं वॉवेल्स एक्सचेंज ना हो जाए।
एक लड़का मेरे को हर दिन लेक्चर हॉल में पीछे देख के स्माइल करता है, पता नहीं क्यों।
लेडीज इंटरेक्शन राइट नाउ। उसके रूम में गया था तो मेरे को लगा उसके पापा है, मैंने नमस्ते वगैरह कर दिया तो पता चला वो इलेक्ट्रिशियन बैठा था।
सीनियर बनके सीनियर की ही रैगिंग ले ली।
मेरी मर्जी के बिना मुझे रिकॉर्ड करते हैं।
केक पटास की
सविता भाभी।
होगी एंड तक कॉकरोचेस में जो जैक था ना वो।
मुझे चुटकी बहुत पसंद है, छोटा भीम से।
कार्टून कैरेक्टर डोरेमोन बहुत पसंद है, उसकी गैजेट बस पॉकेट मिल जाए उसकी तो बस जो चाहिए वो कर लूंगा बस।
Cinesec and Cinesec Club and maybe Cinesec.
सिनेसेक क्लब F1 रेसिंग कार वाला ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट लगता है।
क्लब अभी तक मेरे को आई सिनेसेक बहुत अच्छा लगा।
फोटोग्राफी क्लब, कपल्स की किस करते हुए फोटो।
Choreo. Come on. चलो।
मैं तो लोमड़ी बनूंगा, मैं तो बहुत से दूर हूँ वैसे। उसी बना
नागिन, क्योंकि मैं नागिन डांस कर सकती हूँ।
श्योर, वो सारे सिनेमा बनाता है। रैबिट, क्योंकि मैं क्यूट हूँ।
बंदर की तरह मस्ती करना ही बहुत पसंद है, दूसरों का काम खराब करना बहुत मजा आता है।
लाइक मैं शेर बनना चाहूँगा। लाइक मुझे लीडरशिप बहुत पसंद है, मैं डांस करना चाहता हूँ।
खरगोश, वो जो रेस के बीच में रुक के सो जाता है भाई।
एक्वामैन की तरह मरमेड बन जाऊँगा ताकि
ऑक्टोमैन क्योंकि मुझे उंगली करती है।
A lion because a lion never backs down.
मेरे रूममेट रोज सुबह 2 घंटे पहले से अलार्म बजाती है और फिर मैं उसे उठाती हूँ और फिर मैं सोती हूँ अपना उसको उठाने के बाद। मेरी रूममेट यहीं खड़ी है।
मेरे दोनों रूममेट का बेड चिपका हुआ है, दोनों साथ में चिपक के सोते। हमको देख के मेरे को लग रहा है क्या कर रहे हैं।
सारा दिन सिर्फ अंडरवेयर में रहता है, सारा दिन।
सोते सोते बेड गिर जाती है।
झाड़ू लगवाता है मेरे से। आज मैं लगाऊंगा, कल तू लगाएगा, परसों वो लगाएगा।
ये तो लगा था जेम्स थॉमसन में क्लास होने वाली है, इधर तो इन्होंने कोई अलग ही ब्लॉक में बिठा दिया।
मैं तो स्टार्टअप करूँ। IIT आए यार, 2-3 करोड़ से कम थोड़ी ना सोचेंगे। मेरी ब्रांच रासायनिक विज्ञान है।
तुम सहूर।
पता नहीं यार।
लाइक मेरे हिसाब से तो 100-200 करोड़ कम रहेगा, करोड़ से नीचे तो सोच नहीं।
बेसमेंट, आई एम फ्रॉम मेटलर्जी ब्रो।
मच्छर बहुत है, पहले तो वो भगाओ।
बेसमेंट में भी ऐसे सीने की जैसे एवरेज। ये हैं कुछ नासमझ शिकार जो गलत वक्त पर गलत जगह पहुंच गए। अब आप सब ये सोचेंगे कि मैं कौन, तो मैं हूं इस कहानी का सूत्रधार, जेम्स थॉमसन। 176 सालों से मैं एक समझदार और खूंखार बैच का इंतजार कर रहा हूं, पर इस साल भी मुझे निराशा ही मिली। चलिए मिलते हैं अगले साल इसी मौसम में नए जीव और नई उम्मीद के साथ। तब तक के लिए शिकारियों से सावधान। अरे मैनी, इस साल भी बैच खराब ही आया है, कोई मतलब है ही नहीं।
Okay, now moving forward, the transition from school to college is one of the most exciting and transformative phases of students' life. While it brings countless opportunities, it also comes with new challenges and responsibilities. To help our freshers navigate this journey with confidence, we move on to an expert talk on navigating the transition from school to campus life by Kanika Malik. She is a professor of psychology and counseling at OP Jindal Global University in Haryana. Dr. Malik has extensive clinical and research experience in youth mental health.
Hello. How are you all feeling? Good, bad,
यार मैं थोड़ी सी नर्वस हूँ. पहले लेक्चर्स चल रहे थे, मैंने को लगा मेरी स्लाइड्स बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होगी. अब मस्त वीडियो दिखा रही है. I'm not sure can I stand up to it. So I'm competing again Gen Z, someone with grey hair from Haryana. So थोड़ा सा मेरे ऊपर lenient हो जाना. I will try not to bore you, but बहुत heavy responsibility दे दिया. They have given me half an hour to talk about something which is core of our growth, mental health. कैसे अपने आप को healthy रखें, especially in today's time, which is changing a lot. So heavy load on my burden, on my shoulders, which are anyway bending. So please, please, please bear with me. Minding your mind, transitioning from school to IIT Roorkee. It's just not any college, it's IIT Roorkee. So a big round of applause for everyone who got in and sitting here. Next slide. Okay, so while you're sitting here, you can see five bullet points on the slide. If this applies to you, you can raise your hand. And if more than one apply to you, you can raise both your hands. Take a minute to go through 5 bullets, which says, have you moved across cities? This is the first time you're living away from home. You already miss home food. You quietly wonder, is everyone smarter than me, and you haven't slept well. I didn't sleep well in IIT Roorkee yesterday night, so I can raise one hand. But if anyone applies to you or more than one apply to you, you can raise both hands. Sitting there, you can raise your hands. Whoa. Okay, everyone turn around. See your people. Keep your hands up. Right. So, good thing, we all are on the same boat. And not so good thing, we are up for a lot of challenges. So moving from school, home to IIT Roorkee obviously has a lot of positives to it. A few I have mentioned. It's a place for a new start. I can be everything I want to be, from Doraemon to the rabbit to the Sher Khan, whichever you pick it up. It's your place to establish your identity. It gives you a chance to try everything which was your bucket list was not possible because mummy hai, papa hai, log kya kahenge, hamara shehar. It's a place for you to start to explore what is you really matter. You are in IIT Roorkee. करोड़ों से नीचे यहाँ पे वैसे भी कौन सोचता है ना? So it's a place to build your aspiration, to grow, to build friendship. Trust me, partner रहे ना रहे. I know one of said relation बनेंगे, टूटेंगे, लेकिन friendships नहीं टूटती है. And this is a time you find friendship that lasts forever. Those late night startup meetings, to your assignments, to your notes. It's a great time to build those friendships that last longer than your life, that last longer than any alumni meet, that will last in your life. Club sports, we have already, your SSA deans talked about it. There are so many awesome club sports. I was just looking at the list. Dramatic club, cinematic, Himalaya. मुझे हिमालय वाले में join करना अगर मेरे को admission मिल जाएगी. I so love trekking and never got a chance to do it. Rowing club, that's really impressive. So there's so much to explore, so much to try within academic, outside academics. And it's a place for you to, fulfill your dream, aspire for everything you wanted to look for in life, build identity, sometimes which you didn't get the opportunity at your home, in your school. But this is also a period which will bring many new challenges. And some of them are there, academics. Yeah, I would really appreciate academics. All of you are smart. All of you were among your best when you landed up here. And this is now a race of all the best people competing to be the topmost person. And this itself can be a lot to adjust. Many of you were toppers in your school. Many of you are toppers in the cities you have come from. And now you're among these toppers. Where do I find myself? I always was best in my school. Now I have barely able to meet my assignments, my requirement. It demands a lot. Multiple assignments, multiple deadlines, thinking out of the box, thinking about a future. That can be a lot. And that what this place will build for you, but can be also a bit overwhelming at the start, at times nerve-threatening, at times taking away your sleep. But this is something all of you have signed up for. And it was great to hear, people before me talking about that, how you have faculty advisors, you have people around you who can support you. But trust me, a person who has been both sides, this is something, most students struggle with. A college, an IIT Roorkee that poses demands that school haven't posed you in a way. Preparing to think in multiple directions academically, meeting deadlines, thinking out of the box, trying to be better than the person you met last time, knowing that you were not a topper previously but not anymore. Living away from home, again, people talked about it. Everyone, our dean sir talked about it, that everything was taken for you when you were at home. Mama, papa, piche bhag rahe, teachers are giving you textbooks, everything is taken for you here. Now, you are in this jungle, you have to find your feet. And that can be at times difficult, which means thinking differently, planning differently. Hostels. We just saw what can all happen in hostels. Jharu bhi maana padega. You have to adjust to a roommate who may not be like you. Sharing a room with someone who's very different from you. And this is all can be a lot a college life, can pose to you. I'm not here to scare you up. I'm not saying, run away from it. I'm just saying life gonna be different as you land up here. And especially the first semester can be a bit tricky because we are dealing with a lot positives and lot something which can be a bit to adjust. And here is what I want to put an extra effort to take care of my well-being, to prepare to deal with these challenges so I can adjust better. And every senior of yours, if you talk to them, and they'll say, this has happened, and you will learn and pass through it. And if I make an effort to pass through it, I will pass with flying marks, feeling healthy and wealthy. If I just let it pass, will say adjust ho jayega, mujh mein nahi hai, nahi ho paega, you might possibly move through it, but possibly feeling unhealthy, sad, distressed, overwhelmed. So it's your decision to choose which side you're gonna take on. Are you gonna make a challenge that's something you're gonna cope with, or are you gonna make this challenge as something you wanna give over it? It's your call, and I am here, and you have a lovely team of clinical psychologists and faculty who will say, let's treat it as a challenge you're gonna cope with. You have already coped with so many challenges to land up here. The road doesn't end, it's the start of the journey, and hopefully we'll talk about it, what can help you cope better in this journey. So I've taken a liberty. Everyone knows about World Health Organization? Yeah. So it's one of the biggest organizations that works in area of health, public health, and they talk a lot about mental health. तो मैंने सोचा हम बोरिंग डेफिनेशन ही सिखाती हूँ, वो तो क्लास में सीखने को मिलेगी. I have taken a liberty to break it down and say that when we talk about mental health and well-being, all our counselors said, it's about your well-being. They will want you to be well. They want to focus on, but your well-being hai kya? So I have taken a liberty to break it down to 4 parts. It's not either I'm well or not well, it's a continuum. All of us are continuously moving through this continuum. The problem is that if we get stuck on the right side more than the left side, that becomes an issue. It says we have 4 parts of the continuum. Thriving, which is the best state to be in. I am healthy. By healthy and well, what I mean is that I can take care of my emotions. Everything I just talked about, changes that gonna happen, there will be days you are sad, anxious, worried, and that's okay. It's okay to have bad days, it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel worried. कोई अगर आपको कहता है दुखी मत हो, अच्छे लोग, healthy लोग वो होते हैं जो दुखी नहीं होते हैं, they are misleading you. All emotion, positive, negative, are part of our normal growth. So it's okay to have sad. The person who's striving, who's healthy, knows how to manage it. Knows how to manage it well, that it just doesn't help them in present but in future. So मेरा मतलब ये नहीं है कि 2 peg लगाए भूल जाए. That's not you regulate it. You regulate it by doing things that will not only help you tonight but also in future. वो 2 peg अगले हफ्ते नहीं help करेंगे. So trying out things, and I'll talk about what those things will mean. Take care of your emotions, feeling connected. I have people who can I rely on, and I mean real people, not the people on the Instagram. While I'm not discarding that, Instagram is important community, it's a great way to connect. but these are the people I can reach out. My 2 a.m. buddy, my 3 a.m. buddy, someone I can reach out in the IIT Roorkee, outside IIT, wherever you feel. This is someone who really gets it. At least one such person having in life. Focus, which means I do things which I have taken on with full energy. It's not I'm a walking zombie, but I actually engage with the task. I like it. I'm doing things that matter. And lastly, growing. I feel I am growing in my life. I am a person who grows differently. I am a person who has evolved over time, which means I'm doing things that really matter to me. While it's good to aspire for that crores, trust me, crores alone will not make you happy, but also doing things that really matter to you. Am I finding things because it really gets me out of the bed, or I'm just doing it for sake of I have to turn up? So while many of the tasks will be about have to turn up, but also can I find some things which really help me grow, make me matter, make me feel like, yes, this will get me out of bed even on the bad days, and also growing and adding to community as a growth. It's just not, a lot of research has shown a good person who's thriving, who's mentally well, just don't care for themselves, but also building healthy community, healthy environment around us, from taking care of clean spaces we live in to supporting others in their growth. Coping is then we start moving towards days when I am most struggling. I have days there are more days when I am not able to manage well. There are things which I have in my life I have not been able to resolve. So this is a person may look mostly doing well, but they're struggling with few things, and they have to actively put efforts to work through them. Otherwise, they end up feeling more stressed out, and still it's in healthy continuum. Healthy continuum because I'm still making an effort and try and resolve. There are 1 or 2 areas in my life which is causing me a lot of pushback, struggle. I'm feeling stuck there, but I'm still making an effort. So this is still a person who's on a good side of a mental health spectrum where I'm actually trying to make a difference. As move towards the redder end is where I actually start struggling. Where my bad days, my bad emotion, my unpleasant emotions take a more toll in my life. I have more bad days than good days. I'm actually struggle to find a ways. Even when I'm coping, these are temporary solutions. I'm really not able to find a way out. So those are the spectrum where if you're reaching, this is a good time you reach out to other for help, because what you are doing is not helping you up. And as our dear clinical psychologist spoke about it, don't wait till it reaches to the last where I have almost given up. That's what it looked like. I don't want to get up. I don't want to eat. I am sleeping. I feel like I don't want to live in my life. I feel like ending my life. Don't wait for that time to happen. They are a wonderful team who's available on the campus. They have made them so accessible. Phone, website, call, walk-in. They are there for you. So reach out to them and reach out to your friends, reach out to your family members, reach out to anyone in your Instagram community who you really trust, who you connect well with it. Seeking support doesn't make you weak, rather it makes you strong. And it also inspires hope. If this person can reach out, I can also reach out. All of you have taken support. How many of you did coaching to crack JEE? How many of you watch YouTube videos? How many of you use ChatGPT, Claude? If I am taking support to excel well academically, why not for my mental health? You cannot have a good IQ without a good EQ. EQ stands for emotional quotient. So you cannot be healthy. If you're not healthy, you're not feeling well, you cannot really excel academically. So if it's okay to take help for your academics, why not take for your mental health? So if I am on that end, please reach out and take support, because that's what it matters. Okay, so for me to be mentally healthy, it's something you do it from day one in small thing. It's not something you do it at the end. Lot of us believe एक बार कुछ बन जाते हैं उसके बाद देख लेंगे, mental health तो बाद में हो जाती. It doesn't happen. You take care of yourself from the start, and that you reach to the top. Trust me, I don't know how many of you see Shark Tank. है ना? किसी वहाँ पे स्टार्टअप वाले सीईओ को सुना है? All of them have those healthy shakes in the morning, 100, things, exercise, they schedule. Because again, they know when you have to be successful, you have to start up for big companies, you have to be healthy. Wealth cannot succeed without a health. So take care of yourself from the start, which means very few basic things. Sleep. Sleep at least for 7 hours. The video says, IIT ने नींद चुरा ली है. नींद चुराई किसने? Right. But fight hard. Get your sleep back. Anyone who has reached 40 will tell you how much sleep values in their life. And this whole research and science shows your brain learns and develops better with sleep. All our memory consolidates when we sleep. So whatever you learn, when you sleep, your brain retains it. If you don't sleep, it washes it out very quickly. तो तभी होता है ना जब एग्जाम में रट्टा मार के हम लिखाते हैं लास्ट डे पढ़ के एग्जाम तो हो गया उसके बाद it doesn't retain because when you learn overnight with rote memory and don't sleep, your brain don't form memories. So sleep, one of the most undervalued at your age, is one of the most valued or science-backed way of taking care of your health. So make sure you sleep well, you eat well. By eat well, I don't mean eat burgers and pizza, but eat healthy food that help you have sustained energy, that helps you get ready for the various tasks you're gonna take on. Build real connection online, offline, and do things that really matter. Even taking out 10 minutes every day of life to do things that really matter, whether it's walk, gym, crochet, singing, playing guitar, whatever rings your bell, take time out for that. And I'm not saying take expensive items, take a long duration of time, but something that's quick, that you want to do, take time out for that. So next slide. What I will ask you to do, can you all take out your cell phones? And can you go through your photos and pick up one photograph that really shows that you have engaged in self-care and took a picture of it? In last 2 weeks, can you found a photograph that shows that you took care of your self-care, engage in something that really mattered to you, really focus on your well-being? If you found that and you're okay, you can upload the photo. I will love to show it towards the end of the presentation. But how many of you actually found one photograph of you engaging in self-care and taking a picture of that? Okay. And how many of you found one photograph of showing off to the world what you have done well, of your success? Awesome. So sometimes, we take it so granted when I ask you how many of you have, pictures of self-care, we barely have it because those are the moments we don't celebrate. And while we celebrate, koi presentation diya LinkedIn में जल्दी से जाके we put a thing, any meeting we had, any collaboration that we celebrate, but taking care of self is least valued. मेरा self care बहुत simple सा, filter coffee. I love my filter coffee. I make sure every evening at least I have 15 minutes to enjoy my filter coffee and cookie. No matter earthquake भी आ रहा होगा, मैं filter coffee और cookie तो खा के ही रहूंगी. और वो filter coffee चली गई, खत्म हो गई. I get it from Chennai. दिल्ली में अच्छी वाली नहीं मिलती है, तो वो अगर चली गई और टाइम पे नहीं आए, मेरे घर में एक अलग तरह का वॉर चल रहा होता क्योंकि वहां पे क्यों नहीं पहुंची. So that's my 15 minutes of my self-care. It's nothing expensive. It's nothing out of the blue, but that really helps me in drink something I really enjoy. It gives me a time to, focus on something. Add that aroma. I love filter coffee ka aroma. It is so exciting. So think about it. Share a picture. If you don't have it, take a time to, engage in self-care, capture yourself and remind yourself, why is this important? Coping. As I said, the coping is basically when I am stuck with your problems. All of us will have days where we face with something that are a little more harder to manage. Everything I was trying out previously, it's not working, whether it's your relationship, it's your study, it's the people you're meeting with, the demands of the classroom, the need to go professionally, your startups, and that's where your active efforts of coping kick in. अब ज़्यादातर coping में क्या होता है, नहीं हो रहा यार, चलो इंस्टाग्राम में चलते 5 मिनट का इंस्पिरेशन देखते हो, 5 मिनट का turns into 60 minutes and I've totally lost the sight of what I am doing it. 2 peg हर चीज का इलाज कर देते हैं. It really is not. Junk food, pretending things don't happen, skipping class, procrastination. That's a natural tendency to cope with things which are being stressful for us. If we have to be mentally healthy, we have to move towards the other end and think about what I'm doing. Is it really helping me? Is it really helping me in short term, but long term also? Is it just temporary taking away my distress? Or is it something that really helped me solve the problem or manage it better and find out ways that take care of my distress, but also help me overcome problem? So on my slide is this just 5-step process, which you can try it out in your life if you're stuck with a problem. If any one of you is having a problem which you are struggling with and you've tried everything you knew is not working, maybe try and solving and coping it with this 5-step process. First is C, which like take time to clarify the problem. Lot of us struggle because when we are working the problem, either we take a bulk of the problem. मुझे बहुत सारी चीजें एक ही बार में सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करते हैं और I'm not clear what I'm actually working on. So can I take few minutes in a day and figure it out when I'm struggling? What is it I'm trying to work with? And can I break it down into part? If you are stressed out, if you're struggling with a problem from a long time, trying and solve big problem in one go is really difficult. What science so if you can break it down in parts and start working with parts, it's really helpful. So for example, saying academics is stressing me out, it's a big problem. What about academics is stressing you out? Is the assignment, too many classes, difficulty managing time, expectations of multiple deadlines in closer period of time, not able to follow through classroom? So can you take some time to reflect back and focus on what is gonna help? What is it what you're struggling with? Because if I say academics is a problem and try and solve it, I will go on in circles and will not succeed. But exactly उसमें क्या-क्या issue are, if I can break it down and work with each part, then it will really help me. Second is think of what all I can try to solve the options. So give your brain liberty, think of different options I can try. From your end, ask from your friends, ask from faculty advisor, use chat GPT, Claude, search on internet, whatever works. Think of different options. अब ज़्यादा लोग stress out क्यों हो जाते हैं and possibly move towards feeling anxious, depression because they think of only one way to solve the problem. And if that doesn't work, they feel hopeless. They feel like giving it up. But when I have a list of way to solve the problem, एक काम नहीं करेगा, दिल को हौसला है, there's something I can come back to it. So that's help you build the hope and take you a more positive and structured approach to solving problems. List, which is brainstorming, think from a very sensible option to a very funny option to something your friends will try out, something your friends suggest, something what faculty suggests, something what chat GPT says, and then pick one option to start trying out and think of this option is one you want to try out where you feel one, this will really help me solve the problem. Second, I can do it. And third, it has the least negative things or things I can, negative outcomes that I can manage. Fourth, go ahead and try out the option and see how you're going to try out, what it will look. Do you have the resources? If some additional resources are required, who I'm going to take the help and then actually go ahead and try out. See, it's working, how much it's helping you to solve the problem, what extent it succeed. If you're stuck, where you're stuck, try and use the same process again. If I'm stuck, what is it I'm stuck with? Let me identify the issue, list the option, evaluate, and act it on. If it's not at all working, can I go back and pick something from the another thing? This is a framework that's really useful if you're struggling with the problems that you haven't been able to solve. I'm not saying for each and every problem in your life, you have to take this systematic approach, but yes, when you're stuck, like in any of the fields in engineering, when you're stuck, you find and think out of the box, you take help. Similarly, in our day-to-day life, when problems are giving stress, things that hasn't worked, taking a pause, adopting a systematic approach helps you clear your mind, adopt a clearer approach, and possibly help you solve your problem. So if you just look at these QR codes, it's just one example of a person like you who was possibly struggling with something all of us go through. No, something I want to do versus what my family wants to do. How do I balance it? It's stressing me out. I'm not succeeding. If you like to read through a storybook, you can scan the QR code on the left. If you like to listen a video, you can scan the right. It just gives you an idea of how the clear approach works. So I pause it here for a minute for you to scan it and quickly go through. And if you're using video, make sure either you're using your pods or lower down the volume so it doesn't disturb the other. So says, anyone is able to open the booklet or the video? Yes, no? Yes. Okay, so I give you 5 minutes just to quickly scroll through it, go through the process, look what Arav is doing. Many of you may be able to connect with his issues because that's pretty common. हमारे इंडिया में परिवार की इज्जत मेरी इच्छा is something most of us actually try and manage with it. So just look at his story, how he manages it, and then think about, does it really help you to understand what this approach is about? I wish I had more time to go about it, but I do understand time is a constraint and we have far lesser time to go through it. So hopefully story can give you an idea and then maybe we can come back and talk about this a little more before I go on to next slide. We are short of time, so it's a 10-page of booklet and a short video. Has anyone managed to read half of through? Okay, awesome. Some of you have it. So Do you think something like this will help you? Maybe, shayad. You don't have to commit to it. As I said, it's backed out of many years of research. And what happens is that many of time when we are faced with this problem that's making us feel stressed, overwhelmed, anxious, we lose connection with the rational thinking brain. So this 5-step approach is help you get in touch with this rational thinking brain to break down the process for you, take it more systematically, step by step, and try and solve the problem. It's no guarantee that it's gonna help all of you, but it does help you. It can help some of you. And having a buddy, whether it's your friend, it's a family member, or a psychologist you are in consultation with, will surely make the process easy because कई बार जब हम खुद नहीं सोच पाते, we are too stressed, this someone can really help us. So as you read the story and look at it, think about one problem if you have in your life which you're currently feeling very stressed about. Everything you have tried or could try out, has it worked? You want to pause and try out this clear method. See if thinking step by step, breaking it down really help you approach it more differently and systematically and help you think of solutions which you did not do earlier. It could be I was working with a lot. Maybe I was thinking too much in the works. Maybe I was, too afraid to try out things differently, or maybe I just thought about it little, shorthanded and not thinking about exactly what it takes to implement the process. This will help you break the barriers. So once you go back to your hostels and you get some time, look at that problem and try and think about it, and also think about this one person who can you approach for your help. Before we, go ahead and do that, may I request you just to look back and say hello to one person who's sitting at the back of you. Any one person, say hello to them, introduce yourself, share your name, share one good thing about yourself. One good thing about yourself, one interesting thing about which you would love to share with them. How many of you got to know a new person? How many interacted with this person for the first time? Okay, great. How many of you shared something about yourself? How many of you heard something about the other person? And why do you think we did this exercise? Anyone want to guess why we were doing this? We were just doing it because, as I said, journey alone can be really lonely and stressful. Having this one person to interact with can be really make your life easy. And we always look for someone. हमारे आगे तो कौन है? हम सब देखते रहते हैं. हमारे पीछे कौन रह गया? It's good to see once in a while. So while you're taking care of yourself, it's also to look back, look right, look left, and see if you see other people who are struggling. Ask, let them know, share with them, support is available. See if they're struggling, let them ask questions. Ask with intention you want to help, not with diagnosis, not to label with them how they're doing, how's their day going. Have a conversation. And if you notice they're struggling, encourage them to seek out help with the intention you want to make them feel supportive, not forced through in this process. I have looked at years of research, and my experience of teaching is that before you reach to a clinical psychologist, people always reach out to their friends. Friends see things far more quickly than a clinical psychologist can see, a professor can see. So while you're taking this journey for yourself, take few minutes every day to notice who are people around you. Do you notice they are struggling? Do you feel they are not, turning up for classes? They're feeling lonely. They are feeling sad. They are feeling out of breath. Take few minutes to sit down, have a chat with them, have just a genuine interaction, introduce, ask them how they're doing, how their life look like. Give them some moments to sit,
trust me, majority of people is just want someone to listen. They're not looking for advices. Advice के लिए आजकल तो chat GPT सब कुछ बता देता है. But what chat GPT or Claude doesn't do is listen, hear, give that space, give the hug, give them know, someone is there for them and what we are looking for that. So take that time out and listen to this other person. And if you feel they're struggling, as our team has already talked about, encourage them to seek out for help. And if you feel they're not coming out, please reach out to them. And our clinical psychologist can really guide you how you can encourage them and seek out for, encourage them to seek for help. And in the process for yourself or the other person, if you feel these are the signs you're consistently noticing in yourself or the other person, you're not sleeping well, your difficulty continuing with your sleeps, you have too many nightmares, you have headaches, you're always tired, you notice you are feeling very sad, low, constantly anxious, on the edge, your mood is constantly in a negative state, you're feeling hopeless, you feel like life is not worth living anymore, second guessing about purpose of your life, or you suddenly change your behavior change from using drugs, substances, skipping classes, not interacting. These are the indicators you should reach out for professional help for yourself. And if you notice this in your family, in your friends or hostel mates, that's also encouraging them out to reach for help. Don't delay help seeking, because the more you delay, the worse it becomes. The earlier you come for help, it's easier for you and easier for the professional who's working with you. पूरे मेंटल हेल्थ रिसर्च की 100 साल की स्टडी में एक चीज प्रूवन है, जितनी हेल्प जल्दी लेंगे उतनी जल्दी हम रिकवरी करते हैं. That's one proven fact we have, which is undeniable. And with majority, हमारे इंडिया में क्या है, जब तक चल रहा चला लेते हैं. Until unless it's fully broken down, मेरी कार की जब तक बैटरी बंद नहीं हो जाएगी, कार स्टार्ट नहीं होगी, बैटरी नहीं चेंज कराऊंगी. थक्के मार के हारो ट्राई करके करवा लूंगी. It's the last day when it gives up, give it. And same happens with us, with the health. We wait for that last moment when I become totally dysfunctional to go out and seek help. As a youngsters, as a Gen Z who's so evolved, so aware, let's break that pattern. Don't do the mistakes we did it as we growing up to wait for that last moment. Reach out for help early. Support other. Early help really helps you. And as our professors was talking about, our dean was, associate dean was talking about, it's all confidential. It's all done with all sensitivity and a way to support you. It's not to destigmatize, not to label you, and not to affect your growth in any way. And help is readily available. We have you all have your wellness center, you have your faculty advisors. I've also left on the slide, multiple helplines and chatbots which are available in India, free of cost. Who can you reach out for help? And again, a lot of help is available in a nearby circle. Never underestimate that. Seek out for help. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not a weakness. No one became weak because they sought help. You all just told, you took coaching, you went to ChatGPT, went to YouTube. None of you became weak, you became stronger. The same apply for your mental health. Seek out help. It makes you stronger, more connected, more energized. It never makes you weak. So I end my one-sided conversation here. I hope it gave you some idea about what is mental health is about, what are few things you can do to take care of yourself, and who to reach out and when to reach out for help. Thank you everyone for the time. I hand it over to the team. Sorry, we started late. We ended up a little bit late. And I will not hold on you further from your tasty lunch, which is out there and arranged. My details and my thank you note is there. And as you leave your room, just think about it. One thing you will do differently to take care of yourself and any person who will approach for your support. You don't have to answer, just take it with you and hopefully you work for it for next couple of weeks, building a great life for yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure your words will help students adjust to campus life. With that, we come to a conclusion of today's orientation. We now request all students to proceed to their respective bhavans for lunch. After lunch, kindly report to the lecture hall complex by 3:30 p.m. for the life skills workshop organized by the Wellness Center. Also, don't forget to carry your water bottles, umbrellas, a notebook and a pen on you at all times.
Following the workshop, there will be a sports session at the LBS ground at 5 p.m. We encourage everyone to join that, and thank you for your enthusiastic participation.